Saints, the Hawks, the Lions and the Blues, the Dons, the Swans, the Tigers, Bulldogs, Cats and Kangaroos. Well, each team has its virtues, for they're barrackers galore. I know because I've been a fan since the tender age of 4. Well, a Monday morning traffic drives me up the bloody wall, and Tuesday through to Friday gets me down. But the feeling quickly passes when the weekend comes again, and I line up all me tickets at the ground. Oh, I do love the Saturday arvo, when me mates and I go off to see the game. Oh, I do love the Saturday arvo, 'cause there's nothing in the world that's quite the same. Standing in the open with the rain all down my neck ain't the kind of thing to make me jump and shout. But I'm full of consolation when a ruckman grabs the ball and kicks a sausage roll from 60 metres out. Oh, I do love a Saturday arvo, when me mates and I go off to see the game. Oh, I do love a Saturday arvo, 'cause there's nothing in the world that's quite the same. Now it nearly knocks me over when a wingman or a rover hits a forward in the stomach with a pass. And I'll be cheering and a-clapping when the opposition captain goes sliding through the goal square on his football jumper. Of course, an evening at the ballet doesn't really turn me on, and sitting through the opera's just a bore. But there's nothing so divine as all the tingles down me spine when the crowd out in the outer start to roar. Oh, I do love the Saturday arvo, when me mates and I go off to see the game. Oh, I do love the Saturday arvo, 'cause there's nothing in the world that's quite the same.
All right, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Jumper Punch. Everybody loves a Saturday arvo.
Ken Oath, we do.
When did that finish? I reckon in the 80s or sometime in the 80s, mate, when they started playing games on a Sunday. I think
Sunday, yeah.
I think they started with the Swans, man. We used to watch the Swans, and actually in our interview we'll find out about that. We used to watch the Swans on the Sunday.
Trailblazers for Sunday football, were
the
they?
Sunday, and now we play fucking Thursday.
And Monday.
And Monday.
And Tuesday if it's Anzac Day.
Tuesday. And
every single day if it's COVID.
If they could. All right, what a week, what a game it was, eh? Just quietly. It's a pretty good win, 13 points.
Peel
To win by
Thunder.
13 points, that's pretty good, isn't it?
13 points.
Yeah.
Who won? What are you talking about?
13-point win.
Who?
Us.
Carlton.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at the score, man. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you, mate?
Oh, Kerno.
Ah.
I was going to say, what the fuck are you getting at? How's the scuffed photo?
Let's go, mate.
Oh, he did beat him by himself.
Yeah, he did beat him by himself. Yeah,
that's
what
pretty
a
bad.
game. What a game. All right, let's get some coffees going, mate.
Fuck, I need one.
We definitely need a coffee and then a Medagina 1995. Hey, how you going? Yep. All right. Yeah, sorry, I yelled at you last week and got the coffees, but this time I'm on the fucking blower here. Yep. 108 points. Yeah, just another day at the office for the Blues. Just go in there. Played with some witches hats there. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Coffees and, of course, our favourite food. Done. Thank you.
All right. People would have seen the lovely video that.
Yes, they saw the lovely video.
That
the actual delivery person who went and got it and now is getting it now.
Correct.
So, hey, while we're there, mate.
Yep. Snits.
Northland.
Northland. I may or may not have pinched a few on the way.
Yeah, I reckon.
On the way to get it.
But you usually get a lot more than this in there.
What a bogan. No, I snagged a fair few of the chips. That's the only thing. The sweet potato chips. That's it. Legit. That's all we got. I'll tell you if we didn't.
All right, can we just do something before we start?
Wallah, I didn't.
Can we just do something before we start?
What?
Can everyone just check their mics and see if you're accidentally muted? You're on? You're on? Everyone's on? You sure? But you hate to work for like a major fucking radio station and mute your phone, would you? Here. Do the honours.
Hold on.
Fucking drink it with a straw.
Make sure it's on.
Oh,
And while we're there, mate, we're going to have a look at the first burger
we
here,
are, we
as
definitely
always, mate. Look at this, mate. Snitz and
plain
Northland.
and simple.
Who's that?
Gotta be
That's
heavy on
Newman,
the
man.
balls.
Newman's just
Newman.
plain and simple,
Look at
just
that.
keeps on doing the job, mate.
That one's probably got the least.
Pretty good.
Yeah, take that. That's I'll give past the.
The
What about
basic
this one here, the
instinct.
basic.
Keep it simple
Sharon
and fresh
Stone.
with the
The Sharon
basic
Stone.
instinct.
She did the again that movie Casino that I watched. She's so sexy.
Oh, in that.
Oh wow.
Can't say that.
I don't
Well,
know.
I just did. Who cares?
She went with
No, can't say that.
she went with one man, then she went with the best. You can't do that, mate.
Itroi.
Yeah, you can't do that. But who's worse? In that situation, who's worse? Sharon Stone or Pesci?
You know-
Sharon Stone.
Might I just say?
Nah, come on, man.
Might I
The
just say
mate,
something?
You can't do the Wayne Carey.
You know when they're like the
but-
sugar daddies
but
appear
she's
and you know,
gone.
he's got all the money and she's just with him for the money. God, she's stupid. No, she's not. She's not the dumb one.
That's right.
She's the smart
Women
one.
are smart.
Salud, how are you?
They know what a
Valio.
mango is.
Cheers. Oh, that's a real heavy pour. I dropped it in there.
Dropped it. There's fucking like 3 shots in there.
Wow.
Who's next?
I need to
I already did it.
Who was it?
Okay.
The basic instinct.
Yeah, and there was
But then
one
we
more,
got-
no?
Yeah. Ah!
Oh, here we go. This is the new one, and here it is here.
Si Signorita Bundle.
Y arriba!
Now,
Mexican inspired wrap
Signorita.
or burger with a 600ml drink, and you can get it for $15.
yeah.
Mexico.
Now, this
Mexico,
one here has
palo.
got... It's got the...
Mexico palo.
This one's got...
Chicken
this
schnitzel,
Yeah.
avocado,
Yeah.
the lettuce,
Keep
the
going.
tomato, the
Keep-
onion,
Yeah.
the jalapeno, the chili, and sour cream.
No, mate.
Mexican
For limited
inspired.
time only, you get the chicken schnitzel, avocado, lettuce, tomato, onion, jalapenos, chili, and sour cream for $50, ladies and gentlemen, from Schnitz. Fantastic.
You can use the 17% off on that
Use
too.
the 17% off for everything, man. If you become a member of...
No, subscriber of the
JP.
or JP, and get an extra. Can you do the maths?
The aqua.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the maths? Come on.
8%.
Ah, there we go. I was
Check
just,
it
I was
out.
just testing you.
That was one of my strong suits.
yeah, okay. Maths, that's good.
English, one of my worst.
I couldn't stand that.
No, I was good at maths.
25% off if you're a member.
Yeah, so if you become... Now, we've got a few special things happening. So if you become, first of all, the Mars...
Yeah.
What's that?
Fucking maths. I remember Billy Connolly did a joke about algebra. You know, Connolly, what's 2A plus 2B? Taking the piss.
Yes.
You can't add letters, you can only add numbers.
That's right. So if you become the Mars, go for it. Go.
To become the Mars, what is it, $3.99 or
Yeah.
$3.99. You join the Jumper Punch to win that hamper. Well, it says it's worth $500, but it'll be worth in excess of that. Sign Guernsey, vouchers,
Thousands, man. I'm telling you.
popular stores. We'll give you the codes as well, too. If you sign up to the Rocco, $7.99. Everything you get with the Mars membership, and you got the chance to join us on the couch. And you also go into the draw to beat Ange Christou in the kicking comp. Excuse
Bless,
me.
yeah.
And you get a
was
nice
coming.
sneeze on you too.
Yeah,
And
you
you
do
get
as well.
How many
Bit of
times
COVID
does he
as
do
well.
that?
My hay
He
fever's the
spreads
worst.
COVID like there's no tomorrow this bloke.
today. I don't know what's going on. Or you can join the Parlour membership.
coming
You
out.
get everything with the Mars and Rocco
happened here,
membership,
mate?
$24.99.
That's one
You
thing.
also get to come to one of the interviews to a legend of the Jumper
So,
Punch.
to
of
come to
course.
the interviews, everyone have a look at this. Put it up. Get onto
Yep.
the email. You have to. There's only one person that sent us the email. Now,
And you'll also get, with the Parlour membership, you'll also get a free, what do you call it, antihistamine as well, if you need it.
Zyrtec.
Zyrtec. Yeah.
all right, this is what we're going to do first, right? First of all, we go Merino Brothers. They are the number one.
One.
Yep.
Like ticket holders. They're
Mate,
Dylan
They are the
Alcott's.
number one ticket
Yeah.
holder.
They're the Dylan Alcott's.
But for good reason.
yeah, but yeah.
Not like what?
No.
Oh,
yes.
They just give it to the most popular person.
Dylan
and that's
Alcott.
it.
Where was he after we lost?
Yeah.
Where is he
Exactly. I
after-
didn't see him. I haven't seen him in the room since.
Is
No,
he ever there?
I think he showed up
Apparently, he
this week.
goes to every game. They said, my ass.
He showed up this week.
I know what you're going to say. You're a fucker.
He
I
showed
know
up.
exactly what you're thinking.
He showed
you're
up.
thinking a sick joke that everyone else is thinking that they want to say, but no one.
But I didn't say anything.
You
I
wouldn't say it. You wouldn't say it.
That wouldn't say. I'm not going to say.
Why? You wouldn't say it.
No.
Nah.
Buck,
Weak.
60
You weak
bucks.
dog.
$60 before 12. Free delivery.
You're a weak dog, mate.
Everyone gets targeted on this.
Have a hit. Have a hit.
No.
You got to hit him front on, not from the back.
No. No. That could be my rant. And if you proud sponsor of Rocco's rant is North
Dog.
Seafood.
No. Rocco's rant.
Oh, he's top dog.
liquor.
Yeah, I've got it on
Linden
mixed up.
Aussie.
Fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
need to be hit.
Yeah, top dog. But
Fuck, how much did I put in there?
yeah, no, sorry.
Fucking bloke's on his knees.
I haven't any sleep, man. I just come back from work.
I'm struggling too, man.
Good.
I'm cooked.
But you know, Legends of the Jumper Punch,
They're
and this
sponsored
week
by-
we've got
Oh, well, who are they sponsored by?
they're sponsored by North
North
Seafood
Seafood
Bar and Grill, mate. So they're the ones, and this one we've got a good one this
Who
week.
did we get this
We
week?
do.
I can't remember. Oh, yes, I don't know.
Well, everyone's seen
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
And can I just say that I'm going to say this over and over again? He could be one of the most skillful players ever to play the game, mate. And when you see your highlights, you'll understand why, man. This bloke was an absolute bloody... He took on the game. He was a star, man. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Before we do it, you might as well... We're going to do the draw. You want to do the draw?
Now, we
Let's
do it
do the
now.
draw.
Do it now.
For the kicking
I reckon.
comp?
You want to do it now?
What are we doing for? The kicking comp?
All three.
Okay.
There's three of them. We're going to have one for the couch
One
and
for the
two
couch.
for the kicking comp.
All right, go.
All right.
You want to do it now?
Yeah, we'll do it.
So we do the couch first?
Yeah. We're going
All
to
right,
pull out
let's
the
do it.
couch.
All right, so for those members who have applied, well, who have signed up, your names are in A. No, do the, yeah, you got to do the...
I got to do that. It's full, man.
Now, as you
Alright.
can see in the picture, your names are all on there. I've taken a picture of all the names, and they're on there right
They're
now.
all on there, yeah. We'll do a bit of an...
Well, Mars, given the fact that you wrote them out, you can do the honours.
So you want to pick out the...
You can.
Oh, this is going to be for the couch.
This is for the couch.
Okay.
All right.
Mate, this is a big one.
Imagine if it's a member from...
This
like
is to
Singapore or
replace
something.
me.
Yeah, I know.
This is to replace Mars on the couch because he's going to be going away there forever, basically.
Is there anything in here?
All right. Da, 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 da.
Virtual drum roll.
Who's got it? Who is going to join
Oh,
us?
no way.
Who's going to join us on the couch?
Matula Niokli.
I love it. I love it. All right.
That's number one. So do I put it back in? For the
Nah.
kicking, I've got to put... Oh, no.
Nah,
For the kicking contest.
Yeah, well... Now
Are we
we'll do
gonna be
two of the
fair?
kicking contest.
Okay.
What are you going to keep putting it back in, man? She gets all free.
Oh, well,
Nah,
you
you
never
can't.
know.
You can't. No, you get one, and then she'll go back in for the next one again.
We've got to be careful. We're going to get lawyers onto this shit, man.
Yeah, imagine that. Someone like sues us.
All right, so that's it on the
I
couch.
think she's happy to do that.
I think she'd be more than happy to,
More than happy.
to sit next to
You two.
us two on the couch.
Just get
Two
used to it
great
because I'm
men.
going to get your name wrong all night. So
Matula Niokli.
Yeah,
I like
You probably
Niokli.
can't see this right now, but it says on the couch on the back and your name on the front.
all right,
So
beautiful.
there's-
All right, we're going to do the other two.
Yep,
This is
done.
for the
That's
kicking
actually
comp.
a good. That's a good.
No, that's
colour.
going to be funny, man.
She
I'm
loves us.
gonna look
We're
like
all
that.
about diversity and gender and...
No, we're not.
Yeah, okay.
No, we're not.
All right, here we go. Here's the first bloke who's going to come and meet us
For the kicking competition.
for the kicking comp with Ange.
Oh, he's going to love
It's
it.
gonna.
And he's... I think he was the first paid up one.
Oh, was it?
Who was it?
Peter V. Blueback.
He answered it, Pete Blahos.
I reckon
He answered it, Pete.
Bravo.
that
Bravo.
is. I'm telling
See?
you.
First in, best rest.
Was he the one who said that he couldn't make it?
No, that's John.
Oh, that's John. Yeah,
Nah, Peter will come.
mate.
I've got all the Greeks
Mate.
happening.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Hurry up, mate.
The Greeks.
Something being put out.
That's
in
good,
the air.
man.
I've got a question for you.
I'm happy. I'm happy that
Other one.
not everyone's the same, but he was the
Yeah,
first one.
real
He almost
diverse. Yeah, two Greeks.
two.
Well done.
All right, last
Well,
person.
actually, no. We've done a great thing here. We've gone 50-50,
Yeah.
men and women. But
Man
now
and
it's going to become.
Now we might get. Who knows?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Dylan Alcott.
All right.
It's-
The second winner of the Ange Christou kicking competition,
Oh.
who's going to have to get their kicking boots on.
Yeah.
Peter Blahos, you need your kicking boots on. Who have we got
What
there?
do we got here?
The fucking trifecta.
What do we got?
The trifecta of Greeks.
No way!
Jimmy Rapidus. I swear to God.
I'm
God is my witness. Or if you don't believe in God, as Carlton is my witness. Holy shit.
That is bloody
The
unreal.
trifecta of Greeks. Fucking must see them
Jimmy-
down at the Croxton Tab.
He's a great man.
Mate, there's going to be 4 of them. Ange, Matula, Peter, and Jimmy there. So Jimmy.
Mate, this has become a little bit of a Greek
How do you
show.
say Peter in Greek?
Petro. No, that's
Panayotou?
Yeah, Panayoti.
Panayoti.
Is it?
No, I think that's James,
Or
but
is
it
that-
could be Jimmy.
Paniotto.
No, Dimitri
Panay-
is James.
That's funny.
Dimitri is
Because in
James.
Italian that
Dimitri,
means
yeah.
bread.
It could be Panayotto.
I think it's
That could
Panayotou.
mean it's almost bread in Italian.
Pane.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to somehow contact you now with the
Yes.
couch. We'll work out which week they can come on because
Whatever.
everyone's got to fit
We'll
in.
sort it out.
And
We'll sort it
also
out.
the kicking in the next few weeks, we'll work out a day that we can all get together
Now,
with Ange.
I want to know, right? There's a video, right? I don't know if it was Jimmy, but it looked like Jimmy kicking at the. I think it was like a Carlton. I don't want to
Yeah.
know if that was him. I want to know
one
if
of the
that was
clinics.
him. Yeah, in the clinic.
That's one of the worst.
He was teaching his daughter. Now I do know
We're
he
gonna
has
find
kids, but jeez, if that's you, you need to sharpen up. But yeah,
We're
oh,
gonna find
shit.
out.
He was trying to do a snap from the boundary.
That way.
It went the other way.
He joined Harry Mackay. Yeah, I think
Was he?
Yeah, I did a Harry Mackay.
Nah, this is going to
The
be
kick went
like
the other way.
this is going to be like a fun. How fun? We're going to put some of this on.
Yeah, go.
No, you
Yeah,
can
do
do it
them
while
some,
I do this. You want me to do everything,
Some
bro?
of my COVID. I'll give it
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
you just like the germs you spread. Hey, new shows are going like hammering.
How many shows have we got? Fucking hell.
We've got 4 now. We've got 4 now. 2 years ago, I couldn't even fucking turn on the computer. Now I'm trying to get 4 shows going in 1
You're a
week.
media mogul.
I'm the media fucking
Fucking
mogul.
called him Hutch. The Hooch. Craig Hutchison.
Well, we got the legend of Jumper
Gregos
Bunch this week.
Hutchison.
Kerry Stagnetti.
Stagniti, I like it. Yeah, that's it. Soon I'll be doing that tax inquiry. Remember when he sat there with the tax inquiry? Yeah, for the $3 that we make, the bloody YouTube. Everyone goes to me, oh, do you make money? Oh, yeah, I make heaps.
Yeah, millions,
Yeah, I make
squillions.
heaps, man. Doesn't even pay for fucking... All right, anyway, listen, Legends of the
even buy
Jumper
our
Punch
food.
this week.
We get it gifted to us.
Oh, yeah. No,
A charity case.
that's good.
We are.
That's good.
Sorry, yeah, go, yeah.
I'm still in debt for this bloody just the sign.
Fucking Scotland.
Scotland. Nah, he was good. He was good.
On
Scotland.
your heater. Just got Ali all over my fingers.
Yeah, typical.
He just like charge you 3 times the amount. No, he's good. Go down to Scotland Enterprises, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scotland Enterprises.
Hey, look at that. All right, hey, this week, Legends of the Jumper Punch, Vinny Catoggio. I'm telling you,
cat.
when I show you the highlights later, and I'm sure people have seen it, I'm telling you, this bloke was skillful plus, man, as good as, and what a top bloke. Hey, what else? Blue Sundays, it's becoming a hit.
With Peter Brown.
Peter Brown's killing it. Peter Brown's killing it.
And
He's
Vince
the
and,
new, you know what I
Joe.
call him now? He's the new bloody Mark McClure, the Sellers, mate.
Yeah.
He is, man. He talks his bloody mind. He's well spoken.
How they all are, those
How's
the
your
old
hand
fellas.
after seeing Vince Catoggio?
Yeah,
Mate,
break it.
he is like strong. Like
Like an ox.
It's like that, and he holds it there, and he
Proper
holds it
handshake.
there.
Might be small in stat. Is he small? He's not. He's tiny or.
He's only like 178
So
or
small
something.
in stature,
He actually
but
saw
he's
me
got a
when I saw him the
vice
other
grip as a
day. He
handshake.
looks at me and he goes, "Do you play football?" You know, I go, "Oh yeah, I play football. Yeah."
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to in a few weeks.
Yeah, I will be. You're going to have a kick too, aren't you? You said
course,
you're going to beat everyone.
Easily.
Anyway, have a look at this with Peter Brown.
It's a situation where the next 5 games are the danger games, as far as I can see, for our season. To be honest with you, and I think if we can stack up against that, then we might have half a show. But there's too many question marks over it for mine. And I did actually text you during the broadcast of that game and said that, you know, one game doesn't make up for the insipid performances against Adelaide and St Kilda when we had opportunity to really consolidate as a football club. and find ourselves. And you know, and I know, Vince, because we spoke about this, and I think I did with you too, Joe. And you know me, I'm not going to bugger eyes around. I mean, if they'd have got rolled yesterday, I reckon that the bloody the new stand at Icon Park would have been bloody well torn down.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But
there you go, mate. He's always telling you as it is. 8 p.m.
Very passionate.
Sunday. It's the best show on a Sunday. You think about it. Everything's finished. Bang! 79 Premiership player tells you as it is, mate. And we also forget Vince and Joe are on.
Oh yeah, well I mean they are part of it too. Shout out to Vince and Joe.
No, they're doing a great job. Hey, what about this one here? This has become everyone's
Forever
favourite
rivals.
now.
It's starting to really pick up.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's become. So let's have a look at this one now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, look, brilliant spot but I found a stat quite interesting. This time last year, we were only half a game better than what we are now because we had the 2 wins instead of 1 win and 1 draw. So, look, it's a long year. I'm not saying we're going to come back and do anything
Queen's
special,
going to age about 20 years after this
never
year,
say
the way
never.
the Tigers are going.
You're clinching into some thin straws there, mate. I think it's this year. The difference with this year is it's a more competitive competition.
What
about Westerfield? Westerfield had a good game.
Setterfield, yeah. I think
Westerfield. Let's get the name right.
Yeah,
Setterfield.
I don't know. And it was probably one.
Can I just jump in there, man? And since you've mentioned Setterfield and Manny's, I know because I can read Manny like a book, and he's trying to do a big thing, but tell me why Setterfield had a good game, Manny.
I love him.
Why?
Yeah,
because he was competing. What do you mean he had?
That's
22 touches.
Talking because he was competing.
22.
I'll give you some stats, Manny, and tell me if this is a good game. Shut up.
22.
Shut up. You have no idea.
22 touches he had.
You know why?
Right.
Because
22
Rocco's
touches.
in the top quarters.
Oh, is that what you're reading? 22 touches. That's Wayne talking. Go. What about him?
Well, he had 22 touches, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Is
it.
that
He had
it?
22 touches.
So we had some of our players who had fucking 41. It's got nothing to do with it. I'll give you some stats. 22 touches, yeah? Yeah, 22. 16 were uncontested. Disposal efficiency was 68%, right? He had 15 centre. He had 15 centre bounce, right? Attendances. He had 1 clearance. 1 clearance for the game. 1 clearance.
Who's that?
Last quarter, he had 8
Westerfield.
possessions. 7 were uncontested. He had an
Westerfield.
efficiency of 63%.
Not setters.
2 centre bounce
God, I feel sorry
attendances.
for
He had
Quinn.
0 clearances. That's
No,
what you're
don't. He
talking
won
about,
3
good.
flags.
Yeah,
Manny,
that's true.
shut up. You got no idea.
Shut up.
Trying to Westerfield. You called him Westerfield.
Isn't that one of those games?
That's all he's done. So shut up and let Mark talk.
Westerfield.
We got a new player, Westerfield. I love Manny.
Will Westerfield.
You know what's funny? I read him like a book. Like I knew during the week, I go, I bet he's going to bring up Westerfield, right?
Why did he mention Setterfield? It's got
Because
nothing
all
to do with
year
it.
we've been saying that Mark's been saying about Setterfield, right? How good he's been playing. I've been going, just wait and we'll see. Because I know how Setterfield plays, and he'll let you
he'll
down,
reach the
man.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Like he always
So they
does.
went up, and then
He's an okay
Manny
player.
just goes, Westerfield, how did Westerfield go? You know, there you go, you banana. Everyone, 7
Westerfield.
p.m.
Will Westerfield.
There you go, everyone.
You scuffed.
This week's going to be good because there's a couple of winners and a couple. Poor
yeah.
Quinn, man.
He's copping it this year. Who
Yeah.
cares, mate? He's won.
He actually
he's
said,
got
man,
like-
if we don't win this game against the Suns, so
3 flags.
No,
What do you
3
want, man?
flags. You can't.
As long as
you
you
can't.
keep supporting him, it's good.
100%. All right.
What do we
Hey,
do?
this is what we're here for. All right, we had a massive game. Let's talk about it. Let's have a look at the scores first of all.
Shall we?
Yeah, I can't remember the scores.
I'll
What were
tell you
they?
the scores.
They
I'll tell
were
you the scores.
22.
You got to go the home team first.
Yeah,
West
home
Coast,
team.
6-8-44, played 23-14, 152.
Huge.
Big score, big
Huge
win.
game. I don't think anyone expected that because you could see by our tips. We thought they'd win, but we didn't think they were going to take control over
I don't know,
4 weeks.
is that the highest score for 2022? 2023?
Could be.
Well, what did
Melbourne scored 139.
yeah, we scored more than them. What did
Melbourne scored
what did
150
Geelong
this year.
score when they beat Sydney?
Nah,
No,
130. We equalled it. Brisbane were 152.
And we got the same.
22-20, 152.
Against North Melbourne, huh?
Yeah.
Huge, man. Huge. It come out of nowhere, really. Think about it.
It's like the 80s.
No, that was good. Anyway, we'll talk
goals
about it.
galore.
We'll talk about it. All right.
Far out. Just raining goals. Fucking hell.
Nah,
It's a
it
cute.
was almost.
Slot machine.
No, it was almost.
It was like when all the Guineazos, right, when you're in like mahogany room, and then you're playing in the baccarat table on the tables in baccarat, and it just gets on a run, and you see them all just flooding. They're starting to bet, and they're all on, and everyone just did.
They follow the trend.
It was just a
If
cue.
it's a player or dealer.
Yeah, that's
If
just a
there's been
cue.
like 10 players
they just get on
in
the
a row,
trend.
they get on the trend,
Yeah.
and there's like 15 people.
It's unreal.
who just surround. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, mate, those are the days.
Oh, I reckon I saw about 50
And then-
people around the table
And
once.
remember, and then when it goes, they all
That's it,
leave.
they all leave. They
take
scatter.
off.
They just piss off.
the next fight. Yeah.
Fuck, those were the days.
That was second.
Oh, sesh.
Now I've been
Shout out to
looking
Dayhard.
forward to this next one.
Okay. Actually, it was a good one. I don't know if it was good for them, it was good for me.
Fuck, how long's this going to go for?
Quarter
If
one.
you do every goal, we're going to be here like for 8
I know,
hours.
True. Quarter one. I've just woken up from a nap. Shit, 5 minutes until the match. Time to get dressed and go to Joe's house.
How there, Joey?
He lives in Greenvale. Sorry to give
Joey.
location away. Shit, Melbourne drivers everywhere on Mickleham Road. Worst road in Melbourne. Worst road in Melbourne.
Nah.
Doing 50 in a 70 to 80 zone. Are you kidding me?
Bell Street's the worst.
Yeah, I know. But this is one of the worst and progressively trending upwards.
Okay, yep.
What did I miss? That's the first ever drop punt I've ever seen Cripps do. Lace out to Curnow. Curnow goals 15 to 36.
That was very nice, I must admit.
Right?
Mind you, I was watching it on the way to his house, so yeah, I wasn't going to write it all. But yeah, I'm going to give you my version. Quarter two. Oh my God, Curnow around the body, and that hits the target. A little one around the body.
But he's always been a pretty good.
Ed,
Oh, you're talking about Ed?
Yeah,
did you see his reaction?
He's always been pretty
Did
good.
you
but-
see like there was that oh
There's an
Charlie.
initial
Then there was a
point,
sense of
like-
realization. Oh,
It's Ed, mate.
Human from 50 and una bomba, he flushes
Yeah, that wasn't
it.
a bomber.
15 to
He
42.
kicked a similar one there, I think, in his first year at the
First year,
Blues
yeah.
against Richmond in
Richmond.
round one when we lost.
King Charles slots it, another one, 15 to 48. This is just ambient noise in the background with the lads here. That's a beautiful kick from King Charles from the pocket. It was
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was
a
a.
fucking goal. Brilliant goal.
See how he's kicking? Drop punts.
Yeah.
He
Was that the
really-
one that
On the
Walsh
right hand
did
side.
Walsh
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him?
correct. Jack kicks a goal, 22 to 62. Now it's just a stat pad and look good game. Quarter three got to win by 12 goals here. So I was
Bloody
probably
oath.
sorry.
You got to finish
Started.
it.
You got to
Have to finish it.
12 goals here. Oh my God, Ed Curnow touches it. I had him off for 20 touches.
Did you?
Yeah, because I thought it would be an Ed Curnow game, and he goes, Malaki.
You like him in
against
a
the
way,
waffle
don't you? You
team.
do
Huh?
like him in a way. You know he's going to get
No, try and
stats.
pick his games where he's going to go like bonkers and then try and,
Yeah.
I want Mungles. So I didn't care about him. I care about my hip pocket.
Yeah.
But I did have over 16.5 in the game. We'll find that if we got there. 10-9, 69.
11 chicken.
Charles.
How many times does that happen?
A lot.
We got
8-8.
Can I just say,
That'd be a good stat to find
which I will
out.
get onto in Paul's call. Oh, jeez, I've ruined that. Anyway. We got all three.
3, yeah.
We got all three.
All three.
8, 8, 56, brother. 10, 9, 69, 11 chicken. And 11, 11, 77. Lord Nelson.
Actually, there was one that we didn't get.
What didn't we get?
8-8. No,
No, we got 8,
no.
8, 56.
It
Oh,
was
we
the
didn't
other
get
one.
10, 6, clickety click.
Yeah,
We didn't get 10, 6,
yeah.
clickety
There's
click.
4 you got to get.
Yeah.
If you get all 4 in a game, you win the premiership.
We can't.
Simple.
It's impossible to get all 4.
Why?
Because if you
can't.
get to 8, 8, how can you get to 10, 6?
You can't.
unless the opposition does.
Yeah, it's true. So 3, you're pretty much done it.
Yeah.
Got the trifecta.
Not bad. I'll lay you, Michael, that Harry Mackay doesn't kick this, and even Billion. It was one from like a kind of like on an angle.
Left hand side drop punt that he slid across. He never kicks those. I've never seen him kick one of those. Ever. Ever.
Charles for 6, bang, 23-76.
Fuck, he was on.
Just give me 10 goals for the bet. All the lads agree to turn off the tally and watch Pardo's Hinge account via the airplay. A lot of girls have hit the like button with Matt not responding. Oh God.
That was the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. Is it 100 points yet? Not yet. Close. Back to Hinge. Apparently, Matt will be doing parkour soon to get up to a balcony. Charlie, has he kicked 10 yet? Nah, not yet. Yay, we reach 100-point margin for the first time in I don't know.
Last year?
No, 100-point margin.
Oh, the 100-point margin, yeah.
Winning margin.
Nah, for
2011.
2011,
Yeah.
I think. Was
It's the highest winning margin since 2011.
round 15, 2011.
Nah, so I want to know. I don't even know when the last Flag Blues will be talked about. Back to Matt's Hinge account. Proper sorts. Apparently, Adrian wants to kill Durden for getting in the way of Charlie.
No, at the moment.
Let's start a drinking game. For every girl that has a picture of a drink in her first picture, you take a sip. We quickly found out that you'd be drunk in 30 minutes. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Oh, yeah, and Carlton won by 108 points.
All right.
Very good.
I'm doing the Andy Gray.
Hold on.
That's genius. That is genius.
Can I just say...
They don't buy them. They don't come in packages.
That performance was a si, señorita, mate.
Si, señorita.
Hey, I tell you what, this has got like just the amount of right spices in it.
A plus.
Does it?
A little bit burning the lips there. No,
A plus performance
It's
against
got
a shit mob.
jalapenos.
Can we go into the stats?
Yep. All right, let's go. This was just like inside 50s, 56. Contested possessions 138. Uncontested possessions, which is where we are peaking at the moment. We doubled them. Stoppage clearance is huge. Marks inside 50 was the
most.
I reckon it could have been, if not close to the most, if not it's the second most amount for 2023.
Maybe.
Huge amount of tackle numbers as well. Look at that.
Work rate.
We had, how much more of the ball did we have? 138, 115. We had nearly double the amount of possessions. We had double the amount of possessions and we out-tackled them and pretty much broke even tackles inside 50. But that's obviously skewed out because we took so many marks inside 50. Yep. So, yeah, very big night for the boys. Very, very impressive.
It was impressive.
Against the Peel Thunder, but anyway.
Look at it. You can only beat who you
got to
can
do it though. That's
right?
the thing.
And you've got to do it. And we've been saying,
begging for that performance for a long
well, you've been saying, yeah, we've got to finish off a side. Especially you. You've been saying we've got to finish off a side. And we finished off the side. Now, does that mean? What does that mean for next week? We'll get into that. I don't want to rain on the parade just at the moment.
Yeah, no.
But just on the performance, we asked them to do certain things last week, right?
Great performance.
And they did it. Yeah. You know, move the ball quicker. Switch quicker, hit fucking targets for once, and the big one was fucking kick it to a lead.
Yeah,
and they were doing it. And the other thing they did, which I noticed, was they were looking for others except for them. You know what I mean?
It was a very selfless performance.
Yeah. It was
very selfless performance.
Now, does that mean that was continues on? We don't know yet. But at the moment,
you would think because
you hope so.
Momentum is hard to find and easy to lose, I think. But the one thing I was very pleased with was the fact that we didn't slow down at all. And it was not like it was one of those performances where, if you remember when we played them last season, we started so fast and then let them back into it, and then you've got to pick yourself up again, find the momentum again, and then kick away. And we only really kicked away in one quarter. It was the last quarter where they didn't score anything.
Correct. Yeah.
And we outdid them. So I was super impressed with the way we systematically broke them down over 4 quarters, and it's amazing what happens when 100%. You do that. What happens on the scoreboard? So
100%, man.
Finished our work. Honestly, there are a few easy shots we missed. It could have been 120 points.
It could have been, but that's going to happen, man. You're not going to get every bloody shot.
It was the most.
They won by 100 points.
Outside of probably the Geelong Sydney game, that was the most destructive performance I think we've seen for 2023 from a team. So
100%, man. We just finished them right off, and we did what we should have done. I mean, they're undermanned, they're injured, they're, you know, like they're not.
It was lambs to the slaughter, really. When you
it was like it was probably the same game as us when we versed Hawthorn. We got smashed by like 130 points or something. It was the exact same game. I didn't feel like we were going to do it, but we did it, which was great.
Like, I never thought we were going to lose. I don't think any of us ever thought we were going to lose.
No.
I think there was this little bit of fear before the game where you thought, what if it all goes wrong?
Imagine. How many times have we seen it before?
Yeah, and that's what was worrying. But once the game started, you could see it. Let's have a look at this next one. This is just this heat map I put up, right? Yep. These are the 4 quarters, right? Yep. And as you can see, the first 2 quarters, right? Quarter 1 and quarter 2.
West Coast.
Is this West Coast or is this...
That's West Coast there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you want to talk about West Coast?
Oh, just West Coast, yeah. Oh, I haven't got the Blues one on there.
Or are they comparisons between the two? They are, sorry.
I think they are.
So what's this?
Sorry, you're confusing me. Carlton's on the right? Okay. West Coast is on the left, right? But you can see in the 3rd and 4th quarter how we started to really dominate the middle of the ground, right?
That's where everything opens
and you can see the first 2, we kind of like, we were always going along the wing again, you know what I mean? But then we really started going through the middle again, you know, and that's where we really started.
They were there for the taking,
and they were, and that's fair enough.
No, meaning like you've already, you know,
game was over at half time.
Game was done. Just keep going now, and just take the risk. Just keep going.
And I think it helped them by going in the middle and maybe doing a mistake, but because it was so easy, we kept on going again and again and again and getting that confidence.
It was a work rate as well for each other. I mean, they just outworked their opponent.
It's what they call in America a cupcake game. Yeah. Very easy game. It was one of those games where I think we needed to get back to our bold ways, so we could just realise that it's okay to make a mistake. Because then they were never going to punish us, really, when you think about it.
They didn't have any weapons. They don't really have the weapons to hurt us. So.
But it was good to see that they did take the game on, and they did.
Well, we know that they now have it in them to do that.
Right. 100%.
So when games are there for the taking...
But I think we did know they had it in them, like from last year.
Maybe not.
That explosive nature to belt a team is just
but
about
not to sustain it. Yeah.
Not for 4 quarters.
That's what
I haven't seen that for ages,
that's what I mean, sustaining it. 1-2 quarters is easy to do. Yeah, Any team can do it in the comp. You can see it every week. Yeah. Every team can do it.
And listen...
But 4 quarters is where you have your opponent down on their knees and just slaughter them. And
no shit team wins by 108 points. No shit team.
Well, it's the biggest winning margin for the year.
So it was a good performance to finish them off. I hope it gives some of those players some real confidence too. And we had a couple of juniors who really stepped it up again. Yeah, let's have a look at a couple of little highlights here. This one, first one, is, I think this is, first of all, nice to see
that's a kick.
The kick. But it was good to see
Dutchy
finally got his
first goal.
Gets his first goal.
Reward for effort.
And he's had
a few shots at goal this year. So that was good.
But he ran forward, found the opportunity, and then finished off.
But he does that every game.
He does.
You will notice that he does that every game.
And that was good. Good to see, mate.
So he got reward.
And then we got this other kid, man. He's come in.
He's not a kid, I don't think so.
Nah, well, I call him a kid. Everyone's a kid to me. But you're right. He's not a kid. Look at this.
Inexperienced. Excuse me.
You know what? I got that excited when I saw that run. The way
he's beautiful on both feet.
Is.
Yeah.
And then just to finish off the kick, you know what I mean? And the other thing was, he kicked it like we were given... When we were kicking along, we were doing it at the right time. We were giving them an opportunity to actually take a mark, you know?
Kick it out in front.
Ricotta cheese.
Ricotta. No, he's a ricotta from now.
He evened up his... kicked the handball ratio and he kicked a 9-8.
Yeah.
Instead of handballing it 85,000 times.
But again, you know, like it's his second game. You know, he's trying to get
confidence.
A bit of confidence. That they're doing good, and he did more than just that. That was one of the good ones. But he was really good. Look at this, like just the handball change. You know what I mean? Like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, very selfless. Walsh could have blazed away there. Probably he didn't. Was entitled to.
And this is what we were complaining about for the last couple of weeks. They would have probably blazed away. But they waited, bang, and he's taken, he's hit it.
Drop the eyes. Yep.
Oh, this one here we talked about before. Look at this.
Yep.
That's almost the most perfect bit of play I've ever seen. You know?
And look, again, the defence allows you to, but he's kicked to Charlie's advantage.
I mean, you kick it to the
Doesn't matter what defence. If you kick it to Charlie's advantage like that,
Kick out in front.
not many
teams
people are
know.
going to stop it.
But that's where we're most dangerous
I know.
too, from the
I know.
666, because you got them isolated.
Of course.
It's all 1v1. And
It's
good
when we
luck
slow it
stopping
down, we let them crowd the four like we're stuffed, you know.
Yeah.
Correct.
This was another one, same thing, handballs. You know what I mean? They're looking for the play. He quickly
This is beautiful
turns.
from Harry. Perfect kick.
I mean, that's what you're asking for, though. It's not just the kick; it's turn around quick enough and look
100%.
what's up ahead.
100%.
But see how
Because you've got him
composed he was,
1v1.
So if he just had stopped and propped,
Well,
even
that's
for
what
half a
that's
second,
what a lot of them have been doing.
100%.
Is stopping and propping and then instead of having a look around and then going early.
But see how composed Harry is in that situation. He's still on the move.
100%.
But he's not. Remember that one he did against St Kilda where he hit St Kilda players?
Yeah.
Yep.
But he rushed it. He wheeled and went
Yeah.
way too quickly.
That's right. And
He
he
still
wasn't
went quickly
even
there.
looking there.
He
yeah.
still went quickly there,
Yeah.
but he wheeled and
Composed.
he took his time, but he kept the ball in motion.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah, 100%.
That little extra half second you take,
Yeah.
you know.
What about this one here? This one, this was another like chain of handballs, you know,
Yeah.
like bang, doc, like he's looking wide. There he is, Ed.
Oh, 20 metres, he couldn't hit it.
Look at this. And this one here, see? Now, he lowered his eyes. All right, it was a fairly good mark. But, mate, I'm telling you, last 2 weeks, that would have gone to the top of the square.
You can't defend that. That
You
kick
can't.
you can't defend because it's out in front.
You know what? They were looking for other people, man, and they have to, you know. What
It's
have
a
we got?
perfect get-right game, if that makes sense.
This bloke had another good game. So you got here,
Newman, Akers, yeah.
Akers, and look at this.
Yeah, it could have blazed away or gone for goal, like, you know, hit up at the ball carrier. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. I mean, that jeez, they were like...
Yeah, kick
All
I think he
right, but
kicked
if you
that,
if you kick it to the advantage of the forward and he runs onto
I
it,
mean, look how easy this is. Like, this is just like... My
well,
God.
watch this again.
Men
Look at
against
this.
boys, yeah.
God.
Look at this. If
I mean, I'm all right. I'm not looking at this. I'm looking in here.
yeah.
Now,
That's when the pressure comes on. They just
Correct.
fold too far back.
Yeah.
That's all.
but I'm
all
looking
it
at
is.
for other games going forward. Is where are those forwards here? Ahead.
Oh,
of,
no,
ahead of-
I'm not
Yeah,
worried about
well,
that. I'm
okay.
not worried about that. There's a gamble you've got to take whether
Yeah, I
you've
know.
either got to... West Coast folded
I think
too
they
far
were a
back.
bit more.
The
I know
space is out in front.
What
they
was the
gave us.
score
I'm
there?
telling you, if you
What was
kick it at
score?
the
It was
front
like
of
800 points. Yeah.
mate, we got with Charlie and Harry. You got a couple of the. Well, you got two of the best forwards, and they're good leading forwards. I know they're good contested, mate, but they're good leading forwards. You put it out in front of them.
Oh yeah.
Which defender's going to stop that?
9 times
no
out of 10 they
defender.
mark it, yeah.
No defender. You put it up in front,
And
and
if
that's
they
what they were
don't
doing.
mark it, they
Free
might get a
kick.
free kick. So.
All right, and then I suppose we've all seen this, but let's have another look at this one here. This was
You
perfectly
feel sorry
set
for
up.
Hearn, don't you? Like he knew it was. Look at him! Look at him! He knew it was coming too. He knew it was coming too. Like he.
Good mark. I mean, fuck.
And he took a great mark himself earlier
Oh,
on in the
right
day.
on
Yeah, that
mark,
was
yeah,
a
he
great
was
move.
smart.
I think
Truck,
Yeah,
Shannon
big
Hearn.
legs, big.
but mate, he was isolated by himself. He set it up for him. You know, like they were looking. That was perfect, man.
They just
and then this is
fucking
another
gave
good
up.
moment. We like to see
Oh,
this.
Kemp, yeah, nice.
Lovely kick.
Good goal.
And he was
Lovely
happy.
kick.
I like to know what the celebration
I
is.
don't
but-
know what that was.
They'd be in between.
Who
all of them.
Yeah. And this one here, just to show, just the running in waves, man. Look at this, right? Bang.
Look at
this.
Pitternet here.
Yep. And then look and bang. It was just they had the options to the right, you know. Then they had the options to the left, and they're all running in waves in unison.
You can get ahead of the ball when things are to go. But no, you've got to. As you said, that's what we've been asking for. So
Running in waves, yeah. So there's some of that. Just some of the. I mean, we could have picked up a million highlights. What do we take out of that game? What do we take? I
Is
think
that
some
we probably
confidence.
put a bottom two team to the sword,
Which we
like
should have.
We should have.
Yeah.
If that before the start of the year,
Yeah.
I don't go looking ahead, but people go, oh, that game, that's 60, 70
Yeah.
points, yeah? So we did what people expected to do, if
Yeah.
not better.
100%.
again, I think it was a game where we look at it and we say, okay, well, what are the things that we are? Pardon me. What are the things we've been lacking in the last 2
Yeah.
weeks? Bit of execution,
Especially the last 2 weeks, right?
execution, system, efficiency. Bit of dare to move the ball.
Yeah.
Be brave.
I mean, it's
be
there to do, though.
Tackle in numbers. Move the ball in waves.
And I think it was one of those games where when you do play that type of football, you're going to make mistakes. And my fear and our fear has always been that with a lot of these players is that when they do make those 1, 2, 3, 4 mistakes and it does hurt them, they go into their shells and they refrain from that type of football.
Yep.
And that's understandable. I get that. But you've got to be the best teams just continue to go at it.
100%.
And that's what we're going to need. And don't want to look too far ahead. But
just look
it's one of those games
mate.
Where if we played...
We'll talk about that.
If we played with dare and played with attack on the front foot, balanced, of course, but it's one of those ones where they're like, okay, even if we do make the mistakes, we're not going to get punished. So mentally, they're like, let's continue to do this.
That's trusting your systems too.
Trust in your system, trust in your players, right?
Because everyone's got systems.
But there should be the coaching now who are saying, they're the ones who should be saying, mate, I want you to be there. I want you to, go out there. Be daring with the football, make sure, but you will not be punished if you make a mistake.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if there was a little bit of a worry in the last few weeks, I don't know.
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
So it did look like there was something, it was almost like instructive the way they were instructed to do certain things that they haven't been doing in the last 2 weeks. That I just felt like there was because they were looking inside straight away. And even the switch, you know how big I am on this switch, how quickly, because to me, the modern game is about opening it up on the other side and getting a free run. Their switch, they were looking quickly and they were moving that ball quickly and they hit targets, which was
it's
important.
Also pressure tendencies as well from opposition. Not your own, but the opposition. I mean, they didn't really.
No.
As soon as it got to 30 points, they just... fuck this, I can't be bothered.
Yeah,
and they couldn't go with us.
No,
because we worked harder too.
No, we
I'm not
did.
saying we killed them. Like on the outside,
we are, and I've been looking at some numbers. We are still inexperienced.
Yeah,
and young too. I think we're like the 4th least experienced team, or something like that. But we are in the window. We are in the window.
Has to be. Most of our top end players are in that perfect window.
They're peaking.
Ready to go to that next level with that age demographic. So that was a pleasing performance. It was. I don't think anyone expected us to win by 100.
No one.
But when you look back on the game, it's that one again where everyone's kind of satisfied because you're like, finally we know we've got that in our armoury, which is the first time we've really done it under Voss. We've had 50, 60 point wins, which we've seen. But
they weren't even that good. They were like a little bit disappointing with those 60 point wins.
Like more last season.
Finishing off.
Yeah. So, it was the first time I think that we've really systematically broken down a team this season outside of maybe Geelong, but Geelong's final term against us was, better than ours. So,
100%. That's the first full quarter I've seen in, as I said, for years.
And as we know, like the opposition, again.
Yes. Yes. But
where do you sit on it? Do you sit on it as like the performance was that good against inferior opposition that are we back in form, or is it no?
You won't tell. You don't know.
You know until this week.
You don't know till next few weeks.
And that's what I look forward to now. I go, great win, good. I know you have that now, and I know you can do that to those opponents. So I expect those opponents to be dealt with when we get to those opponents.
I want to see the same.
But it's when we get to these games now where I've already looked towards this. I'm like, I know we're going to win that game. It was just a matter of if they're going to run it out.
Yeah.
And they did. But now I go to Brisbane and go, it's different opposition, different calibre. We know they're going to be top 6. They're a top 6 team.
100%, maybe top 4.
As they've shown, maybe top 4, who knows, right? The pressure really comes on. And it's whether those players can handle the heat, because you get free ball. Against West Coast, those teams, you get free ball.
Yeah.
It's fucking, you can outwork that opposition. You're a better team, talent-wise, but just outworking them as well. And they know where they're at. We know where we're at. So now the heat comes in the middle, Our midfield was far superior to West Coast. You come now to Brisbane and you go, okay, you got your Neils. They got Dunkley, who's in there this year.
They got a few injuries, I think, this week.
You got Zorko and Rich will probably be out this week.
Hey, firm.
Probably, Rich always kills us. Zorko loves to have a little game against us.
Neil fucking always slaughters us.
But now you got, you got Dunkley, you got him, you got McCluggage, you got those players that they're going to be up for it.
Well,
Ashcroft, young fella too in there.
They got a potent forward line that can.
He's going to be dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, same said with ours, which is, those two tall forwards.
But we'll talk about that soon because we've got next week to come up, right? And that's fair enough. But again, great win. How did you really feel about it? So I can only say how I felt about it. I sat there pretty relaxed. I was sitting there having dinner, watching TV.
For a change.
I was having my oysters. Right, I'm telling you, I'm having oysters. I'm sitting back.
Mimosas.
I'm having it was just a nice, comfortable. At the end of it, was I overexcited? No, because I know that it's only like a stepping stone for the next 3 or 4 weeks, And
good win.
It could absolutely
Great win, sorry.
It was a great win, but it'll mean nothing if we don't win this. Or if I don't even think about the win this week. I think we need to do the same performance, the same intensity, be daring. If we can do that, not only will we give ourselves a chance, then we can say maybe we've turned the corner a little bit,
What do they say again? You finish the way you start.
You
start the way you finish.
That's it. Then we won't lose for the rest of the year. The way
nine goals.
9 goals. And when's the last time you saw 9 goals in a quarter?
Yeah.
No, we've done it. Oh, no, 9.
I don't think so. I know we kicked 8 against Sydney.
Sydney,
Sydney, And that was the last time we had a bloody good
game. And I think that Adelaide and St Kilda game, not to go back over those because we're done with them, you've got to peak at the right time. Like those losses you have earlier in the year, you can make them up in the back end.
Yeah.
And you've got to. All the best teams don't hit their straps until after halfway, mate. We're not. I don't think we're at our capacity whatsoever.
I understand that, and people say that you got to hit it, but the problem with this Carlton is we haven't hit.
I know.
Any sort of form in the last 2 years. So to say, we're going to wait and we're going to time it and we're going to be there. No, I want to see it completely. Now, once we have those 2 losses, of course the worrying signs come in.
Yeah, of course.
They have to come in. Now, they've got to, Carlton have to prove that they're that side who are going to peak the right time and be competitive against other sides. Now, admittedly, when you look at last year, the game against Melbourne and Collingwood, we lost, but we were competitive against 2 pretty good sides, and we fell away, right?
Yep.
So we started decently here. This win, man, I don't really know what to take for. I'll take it. It was good. Everyone's been talking about percentage.
Well, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything, and
but it's good to have a good percentage because you know where you're going to sit.
Exactly.
Those best teams have that 130 plus whatever, 120 plus.
And Gerard Healy, he kept saying it all about, it's going to be good for the percentage, but you don't know about what's going to happen, how close it's going to be. And I felt like I was screaming at the TV. It doesn't matter, mate.
It kind of does matter because it's a key indicator.
It matters for your performance. It won't matter.
That's what I feel.
It won't matter for your position.
It's like in soccer. I always say it's a key indicator. It tells you that you're dominating teams, and you can.
But before this game, remember our percentage was at 92.
Yeah.
So this has boosted up 20-something% in one game, right? But you're right.
It's the get right game.
Well, it's if they can go again and do the same things again against a better opposition. You're going to make mistakes, because the pressure's on. But it's whether they're going to replicate that and go again and do it.
The crowd's got to get behind them.
Yeah.
What's
but
that?
I think they always are behind them, are they not?
No, we were dog shit against St Kilda.
Yeah,
I thought the crowd was terrible against St Kilda.
Yeah, but the crowd only feeds off the team.
Yeah, got to be.
It's not soccer.
Takes 2 to tango.
Yeah, but it's not soccer where you're chanting and you're 1-0 down, but you can still chant.
They should.
I don't know. With the St Kilda game, it just felt like when they took over and that, it just you're right. The team looked disheartened. They lost it. We lost it.
Footy is the biggest momentum. I always say it. AFL is a bandwagon sport. When your team's doing well, everyone's on and they're all up and about. When your team's doing shit in game as well, nobody says anything. Whatever. It's going to happen. Yeah. So that's what I feel like. So it's just a bandwagon of sport. There's diehards out there.
Yeah, of course.
But
Could you see? There was that West Coast supporter.
Losing it, and when they kicked the goal or something.
Yeah, they were 100 points out.
But good on him.
He's he was a rat there. But good on you. No, I could never do that, man. I could never do that, man.
Me either. But no, it was great. Great that game in isolation. They got that massive win. Finally.
I loved it.
They
man.
killed them.
Yeah, they loved it. And
Slaughtered
there was
Could
a-
be the circuit breaker.
No, but it could be, and that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
That's what you're hoping for. You know, like, I believe that this week, the start of the game is so important, which it always is, don't get me wrong. But I'm thinking, like, if they can start well, that belief maybe can be, like, reassured. You get that
Yeah.
belief. But if they quickly, for example, something stupid happens where we get 5 goals down straight away,
Yeah.
I believe it can knock them down again.
I don't think that much.
I don't think it's happened
No.
much where we
But
go
it
5
can.
down.
I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
I'm just saying.
But there's games like that
I
can
know.
happen.
Adelaide,
People go,
Adelaide's the anomaly.
yeah. People become.
As I said, mate, you could play that game 10 times again. You would not even. You would get nowhere near that result.
Probably not.
Who?
Which one?
Adelaide game.
Yeah, but you could
Happened
also play
last
that
year
West
too.
Coast
No,
10
no.
times and not get that result.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such an anomaly. Like
Yeah.
that you. Can
But Adelaide have
understand.
shown that they're a fairly
They're a
good
good
side
team.
too. So
Good
10
team.
goals better than us.
not 10 goals, no.
Exactly.
On the day they were.
It's all
On the
about
day they
application.
were. On the day they were. What about some
No, it's good.
some players?
Oh, look, I mean, obviously the obvious ones that you can look at, and you know, you don't.
No,
have to
well, we
know.
got the best, but what about some of the
Kemp,
players?
I was
Kemp?
really pleased with Kemp.
Kemp?
Kemp was good. The young kids were good, I think.
Screaming out for him to play. Yeah, again.
I don't. I
And
don't
it's good that they dropped.
How did he not play over Plowman in Adelaide?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm telling you that I'd be checking bank accounts, mate.
What is he? 21 now, third year.
22.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mind him not playing and him learning his craft because he's fucking
Yeah.
he switched like 8
No, look,
roles. What is he? So he's a backman, yeah.
He's done good.
So I understand that, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
He's very mobile,
Yeah.
isn't he?
He's learned. I think he's become good at his craft
Yeah.
down there now. So.
And it's good
Very
that they dropped
reassuring, yeah.
Cowan.
Well, we always say, I always say that I like to see those young kids. If they're not a top 10 draft pick, you go like I understand that you want to see them. I love seeing kids, but just let him go back and do it.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with him going back.
And
Kemp
then
coming
he builds
in.
confidence,
Which
wins
he
the
will.
ball, and he has.
Yeah.
So now he'll probably keep his spot for next week. I'm thinking. So
Who, Kemp?
yeah.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, he will.
Yeah,
And
I don't think
it's
there's going to be.
same thing. It's like the Atkins thing for Geelong. It's,
Oh, mate,
he
100%.
didn't play for 2 years, killing in the VFL, screaming to get in the team. He hasn't come out of the team since he came in.
Yeah,
So that could be like a Kemp
He's a
thing.
bull.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I agree.
Doesn't happen with every player.
No,
I'm not
no,
saying
no,
that,
no.
but it's just like there's some players that need
He's got a nice base to work on.
He's
now.
manufactured something.
Chinkota, solid.
I mean, he's mature, yeah.
Doesn't look out of his depth.
No, 2 weeks he's been solid, man. I'm happy with
They
it.
Real competitor too,
Yeah.
isn't he? And that's not, you know. I mean, you do celebrate it to a certain point, but
No, he can use a footy, which is I like.
both
to see.
sides again, as we said,
As long as you can use a football,
Right.
you can play my team any day of the week.
right up for the speed.
Because you can only run so fast
Yeah.
with the ball.
What about
Yeah.
Fisher? Got a few possessions. He looked a little bit.
Maybe it was a confidence
You
game.
could
I
tell
think
he
so.
was
I hope
really.
so.
He had like 2 or 3 shots at goal where you knew he was really wanted to get on the
Yeah.
scoreboard.
Yeah.
Look, I
And look, and that's good if he gets on the scoreboard, right?
I-
I don't think that's the most important thing for him
Well,
at the
but
moment.
is he not a half forward?
I would.
Yeah.
I'd
Well, yeah.
seriously
Yeah.
be considering. I'd be considering dropping him.
Yeah, it could be, but he's definitely played a lot better than what he has in. He saw him running a little bit, fucking taking it on. He was kicking it a lot more.
Yeah.
But again, it was an easy game. It
Yeah.
was an easy game.
Yeah.
And they're not going to drop him, man. They
No,
will
no.
not drop him. If they didn't drop him this week, they will never
I
drop
think
him.
of a victim of circumstance because we had a few forwards come out. Like
So-
Honey came out.
okay.
Motlop came
Motlop
out.
came out.
Oh,
So he'll
it's
come
still
back this
available.
week. Motlop
Yeah,
will come
Motlop.
back.
Maybe Motlop comes in for Fisher.
Fisher.
I think he'll come in for Honey though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think
He's
that-
been
Even though Fisher's not been in amazing
They won't
form,
drop him,
getting
man.
numbers.
I'm
still
telling
getting
you.
his hands on the
Numbers,
footy.
Yeah, they won't drop him. I'm telling you now.
so
I
your
don't think
sub
so. I don't think they will either.
Nah, me either.
I don't think they will either. On the record, I don't think they
He
will.
would have to have the next 2 weeks have to be like Skiv.
Yeah.
This one now is Ed Kerno. Can we get rid of him now and put Kennedy into the midfield, please?
Wow, the whole move about Kennedy, I still don't
experiment-
understand what happened there, but yeah.
Can we put him into the midfield, please? Or I don't know.
Yeah, I think Kennedy would match up a bit better on some of those Brisbane players.
Well,
but-
you're going to need him.
yeah.
He's better.
I would
with
like
ball
to
in
know
hand,
the
can take a
theory
mark,
of
stronger.
what was behind
Kennedy going
playing
back.
him in defence, then dropping him, making him sub, and coming in like.
Someone was telling
How
me the
was he
last 2
sub?
weeks- Someone told me the last 2 weeks he's fucking, someone told me he
What,
was playing with a
injured?
corky or something, bad corky. Or what the fuck's he playing for then?
He's actually a good sub. I want him for the whole
No,
game.
I want him in my.
But he's
fucking
actually
team.
the.
No, I don't want
the-
him as a sub.
No. Let me finish. The type of player he's a good type of sub. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
know,
Where
but
he can
yeah,
play
just- I
anywhere.
I know he can fill all roles.
Yeah,
but
but in saying that, I want him.
I want
of
him in my
course.
midfield. Now that you've seen Ed Kerno against the worst team in the competition, what the fuck did he do? Tell me,
Yeah,
what
I
did he
know,
do?
I know.
Can
I
we
know.
please have Kennedy in there, please? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
I don't have hatred. It's not a bash
I don't get it.
Kerno,
I don't
but
get it.
I want because I know what's going to happen against Brisbane. If Kerno plays, he'll get destroyed. He'll get destroyed.
I mean, how many changes can you make to a team that's one?
No, but Kennedy.
Yeah.
But why'd you sign him up for?
I think it'll be 2 changes.
He has to
Maximum.
play. Next week he has to play, or this week he has to play.
We'll talk about the changes soon.
I thought, what about Young? I mean, he didn't really play much.
Well, Young will keep his spot. No, everyone look. There's only two changes they'll make. That's it.
Honey.
Maybe for Motlop and maybe Cottrell. Don't know.
Cottrell for
maybe Fisher.
No.
Don't know. I don't know.
They
Or
won't
maybe
do
Ed
it, man.
Kerno to play in that high half forward role. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
We'll see. We raised a few eyebrows over the selections this week.
Well, so there should have been.
Just our small forwards, man. I don't know. Just
If they could do a lot more.
Yeah.
They do fuck all.
man,
They
they're
do.
dirty.
Let's
I
be
mean,
serious though.
they-
They kick a goal here,
Even
and
Honey was-
everyone was saying. I heard the broadcaster was saying, "Oh, the pressure." Yeah, all right. I understand that he brings that pressure,
But
but
isn't that a game where you think, those small forwards, they feast on that shit? That's what I see other teams. I know we got, Charlie and Harry, but I don't know, man. I mean, Silvani kicked 3 goals.
Yeah.
He finally what he, paid to
Hit the
do what he
scoreboard.
does. Yeah.
hit the scoreboard. He kept that
So
separation.
he can
a
kick
little
3
bit.
goals in a game.
And then in the last quarter, he went up the ground. You could see him getting a lot more up the ground, which was good. No, look, Silvani, another one. He's not going to get dropped unless it really
No, it's
goes
not about
bad
him.
for him.
Just finally kicking fucking goals.
No, he's kicking
good
goals.
confidence booster for
It's
him.
good. And his first goal was good. The kick to him was terrible. He had
This
to
was a
he
snap
had to
around the body.
snap
Yeah,
and
yeah,
had to
yeah,
dribble
and he
it.
had to quickly get it and snap the goal, so that set him up. I thought Pitts was really good.
Yeah, well, we'll find out how good he was. Yeah.
I thought he was really good, man. I thought he was really
Well, I
important.
think that argument's been put to bed.
In an LT game,
Yeah,
right? Oh,
that's
yeah.
well and
But we
truly-
knew that
well
last
and
year,
truly
did we not?
yeah.
Did we not say this?
Yeah. And it's when he got injured. It was when he got injured and playing
that's when
him
it all-
all. The corner all fell apart.
He
We
goes
need
for
that
full
big
quarters.
body, bloody ruckman, and he was getting his ball, and he's starting to get around the ground nicely too. And
Tough
then
not to like.
No, you can't hate him.
Plus, he's Italian. It's hard to not like Italian.
The LD wine.
The LD wine. Yeah,
Coming
so
to his
that's it,
fruits.
man. So I don't know if there's anyone else or if there's any other stats. I mean, it's a difficult game to talk about because, 108 points, but I don't know. There was. I felt like I was happy, but it was 108 points that I wasn't ecstatic about. You know what I mean?
I know.
I mean,
It was
you can't-
almost embarrassing in a way to say, you won by 108 points, Like, I had people coming up to me, you must be right up to 108 points. I said, yeah. Like, imagine you beat Collingwood
it's
by
just like
108
that. Yeah, I
points.
know. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, we're talking
And then,
flags, yeah?
mate, I'm telling you, there would be streamers now, But, you're just doing it.
We should do what they do on AFTV, the Tactical Insight Show, Stats Roundup.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Just a little stats roundup. So, Sir Swamp Thing, who's Sir Swamp on Twitter, who's a brilliant statistician.
Some bullshit stats that just come
Oh,
out.
is he?
Yeah, he's the best.
So, with regards to so we'll dub this. This is the stats roundup from the game.
All right.
Visiting players to outscore the opposition in VFL/AFL games in WA. Tom Hawkins v Fremantle, 2020 round 8.
This is beating him by himself.
Charlie
he did.
Curnow, West Coast Eagles, round 7, 2023. They're the only 2 players in VFL
Wow.
AFL history to outscore their opposition in WA. And the most goals in a VFL AFL game in WA by visiting players, Paul Salmon kicked 11 in 1987, and Charlie Curnow now goes to number 9. It goes to second with 9 goals in 2023. And the final stat, players with 25 plus disposals in 25 straight games. Dane Swan, Sam Mitchell, Matt Crouch, Tom Mitchell, Andrew Gaff, Rory Laird, Jackson McRae, and Sam Walsh.
Fuck, he's a star.
Yeah.
And you know what's good about Sam Walsh? A lot's good about Sam Walsh.
I know you're going to say. He goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
He had 10 tackles.
Yeah, he was good.
Mate, he's just a star. You know, everyone talks about the day guys. Yeah, all right, but I'm telling you, he just keeps on keeping on,
He
mate.
just comes. You
Just
know what you're
comes
going to
along.
get.
For a star.
So, that's that.
That is that, and that sets us up for
Friday night.
Well, Friday night and the next 6
well.
weeks, man. Next 7 weeks, you know, means a lot now, and they know that. We know that. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that especially next, like fucking hell, bloody Brisbane, Bulldogs, Collingwood, Sydney and Sydney,
Is that our
Melbourne,
run?
Essendon.
I don't even look. I just look at
Well,
what
you
we
can
got
see
next
it right
week.
up on the board there.
Big
You know,
games.
Everyone is a big game there, and everyone can beat us quite convincingly. But we could also beat
Could be all
everything.
they're all coin flips.
Yeah, and we could
Pretty
beat
much,
exactly
aren't they?
right. That's a good way to put it. They are all coin flips.
Anyway.
Anyway, all right.
Votes.
Let's do some votes.
Yep.
All right. I can start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go,
go.
Rocky, you can start.
Charlie, of course, 5. It's hard to not give the bloke 5 votes when you kick 9 goals. Akers, I thought, was most impressive all game. Chair, I thought, was most impressive. Newman had to be in there.
Yep.
And I gave 1 to Pitts.
I like it.
I like Pitts.
I gave 5 to Charlie, 4 to Newman, 3 to Akers, 2 to Chera, and 1 to Walsh.
Yeah.
Like it. I went a bit different. I gave 5 to Newman.
Yeah.
Thought he was exceptional.
Easily.
I gave 4 to Charlie, 3 to Akers, 2 to Chera, and 1 to Cripps.
Yes. Cripps. Let's say we forgot about Cripps. He had a
Huge
good
clearance
game.
numbers, very selfless. Like
And
his
there's
game.
there's another 5 or 6 that we could have given votes.
Like his goal too, by the way.
The what?
His goal.
Yeah.
So
The end was
that's what he
First
should-
goal of the year.
That's what he should have done last week
Yeah,
against
first
St
goal of the
Kilda.
year.
But anyway,
So the leaderboard sees Charlie Curnow 46 points up the top, Nick Newman in second spot with 37, Adam Chera 32 in third position, Cripper making his way up, and Sam Walsh is also making his way up the leaderboard.
Yeah,
fifth
that's
with
nice.
26
But Charlie
points.
taking control, and so he should. Do you know that same time last year, how many goals did he have?
goals.
Yeah.
Who?
Charlie.
Like he would have had around
Less than 30.
Well, how many did he have?
21.
Would you have?
24.
19. And he's on 30.
He's on track for 100.
Yes.
Imagine that. Imagine he kicks 100.
Him and Cameron
There's,
going at it.
there's every chance.
Fucking,
Him and Cameron.
seriously.
Hawkins kicked 8 today.
Yeah, I know.
There's every chance they either of them could kick 100 this year.
Well, you know, even even when we're struggling the last 2 weeks, you know, he's popping up
Snags.
with 3 or 4 goals.
Well,
you
that's
know?
what Cameron did against us
Right.
when he kicked 6.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
fuck,
That's
6
right.
and
No,
22,
he's
was it?
he's a bloody
25,
star,
yeah.
man.
They're both there.
He's an absolute
Very
good. And if Harry can get those yips out of the way.
Oh, God.
But I think, you know, last week we were saying, like, what can we do with Harry? I know he's a forward, but, you know, like, what he did this week was a little bit different. I think he played a little bit higher and
But
that.
that's
you
what
know.
he's been doing all year.
He's got to become the roughhead.
Yeah.
But he has been doing that all year.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go look at him, watch
He
it.
does,
every game,
because
has
he's
been doing that.
taking marks down the line and shit like that. But so important, you know. That's
I think he's got the most contested marks this
he
year.
has, yeah.
And I'd like to see where those marks are too. They'd be high up the ground.
100%. I reckon
They're on the wing.
30% are on the wing easily.
They're outside of forward 50.
Yeah,
So
no.
yeah,
So no, it's all good. It's all good. All right. What about next week?
Friday, 5th
Friday.
of May, 7:50, Brisbane.
That's the one at
Marvel.
Marvel. It's going to be a huge crowd. Not that any of our crowds aren't huge this year.
I still don't get why we've got like 80,000 members or whatever we've got at Marvel. But anyway, fuck, what a game it's going to be.
Yeah, prime time. Prime time.
it's going to be huge. I am
In excess
I am
of
really
45 again.
yeah. No, easily.
They could push 50.
No, they get 48, 49.
I reckon they get 48,
easy.
49 easily.
It'll
I'm
be
telling
sold
you,
out.
I am
I mean, all the bandwagoners will come out
Yeah.
yet again. And
that's
there'll be
gonna-
only standing room tickets left, thing,
That's what's shitting me anyway.
at Marvel. So I reckon there'll be around 50. There's always around 50.
I am looking forward to this game so much.
All there. As I
Because
said,
this is the
they're a
game I
top
want.
four,
This
top
is the
six
game I
team.
want now. this could almost
Well, this
set
is
up
like
the...
Sydney last year.
Yep.
You won that. I mean, it's different opposition, but we slaughtered the team, and now see if we can back it up.
100%.
What does it mean? I mean, performance. I want to see performance. Yeah.
100%, man.
Thanks,
But
yeah.
Marvel, I think we play well at Marvel.
Yep.
Brisbane, it's like the perfect opponent to play this week, you know. If we just set ourselves up, you just never know, mate. You just never know, mate. All right, that's about it, really. Oh, tips. Tips now. This is an interesting one.
Well, on the proviso that Rich and Zorko are unlikely to play,
Yeah.
I think they are.
tough to tip that they are going to play.
Well,
No,
Rich-
they are
unlikely
going to
play.
miss,
Nah,
yeah.
Rich done it.
It's tough to tip
Carlton.
against Carlton, isn't it? Would you
Huh?
say it's tough to tip against Carlton? They weren't that impressive against Freo either.
Oh, but they still end up winning, what, by 40 points or something? Like, you say they're not impressive, but they kicked a couple of nice goals. Did you see goal of the year?
I did, Will Ashcroft, yeah. I don't know, Freo just stuck around
Yeah.
too easily in that. I don't know, there were a few things I don't know, I could be completely wrong.
But
I could
maybe-
be completely wrong.
I reckon they played well. I reckon Brisbane
No,
played
they
well.
played well. They
Yeah,
played
they
well,
played
but there are a few things there that if they played like that against us, we'd punish them a
I
lot.
love it. You should be coach because you're such a look at it. Oh no, they won by 40, but I reckon.
Well, you've got to analyse it
Yeah.
somehow. So, Carlton by 15 points, and Sam Doherty plays his 150th against
does.
his old team. Isn't that ironic?
He does.
The
He does.
milestone game
I was a bit
I think.
surprised about him coming back.
He played well.
Far out.
Do the gods work in mysterious ways? Give us
he's-
the win because
he
of
just-
his 150th?
Not really.
God. And also, like, Saar played well, and then they did well. They rested him in the last quarter. It was a perfect little move, you know.
They could have taken like 10 players off.
Yeah,
in the
but I
last
thought
quarter.
they thought, you know, let's rest him, and it was
Was it,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So would you say 15?
Carlton by 15 points. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
I know. I just feel like this.
All right, I'll go mine.
has the feeling of the Sydney game from last season.
Yeah.
That's how I'm kind of viewing it.
Yeah, no, Carlton definitely, I think, can win it. They can win it. They can win it, and I think they will win it. And I think I'm going to go 29 points. I reckon we're going to have a nice little win there.
Confident.
I'm pumped, mate.
Last time they didn't have Rich at Marvel, they got trounced by the Dogs in a dog ugly game. So, pardon the pun.
But everyone's waiting for Mars because he's been
Carlton
good.
by 2 points.
Oh, people like it. I can just see the chat now. Go Mars, go Blues.
Yeah. It's just not.
I
Because,
hope not.
It's not because of this win. It's just that we play. If we were playing them up there,
Oh, completely.
Yeah,
whole
different
game
story.
there.
100%, man. It's
Bring
good.
them to here. You look at
They don't travel the best, you know. They're not the best
They're
travel.
kind of flat track bullies, man. They punish teams up there, but when they have to go and travel, it's I think it'll be a tight game. It'll be kind of like that St Kilda game,
Yeah.
but it's whether we could probably go again.
Who's going to go? Yeah.
So
Well, I'll tell you, if
could
we
be a
win-
shootout. Could be a shootout. They
telling you.
got weapons. We've got weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's
Very
just
tight from first to seventh.
It
Yeah.
is.
Just that
From
midfield.
first to down to Geelong, down to seventh spot. It's
And
really
now Geelong,
really
they're
tight.
coming nicely. Man, they're just starting
It's just that midfield. So whether they can use the ball under pressure.
If we
that
win this
Brisbane
week,
pressure, it's different to
if we
that
win
West
this
Coast
week,
pressure.
right?
It's just
The Carlton
another win.
supporters,
Oh yeah,
I can see stains,
rightfully so, I
stains
guess.
everywhere.
it's just another win.
They're just going to get so
It's
excited.
another win if you win.
Well, I mean,
anything.
you set
Just
yourself up nicely for a middle patch.
You do.
know.
And I think you need to set yourself up. If we can win that, then we definitely set ourselves up for the next 4 or 5 because then the confidence will build, you know.
So
And gee,
that's that.
Oh, you're not going to be here.
Not for the Collingwood and Sydney game.
The Collingwood game. Oh, there's already a
I'm not
song.
here for two of them.
Yeah, not here. Well, you're not here for like more than 2 of them.
I'm not here for both Collingwood games.
No, you're not.
I come back on the St
When you
Kilda
come
Marvel
back-
game. That's when it's all over, and we lose again. I break a fucking chair, and I'm banned for life.
No, you come back for the last. Oh, that's the last 4 weeks you come back for. Exactly like last year. All right.
4 weeks for the top 4.
Maybe.
All right. Let's look at the future.
Three of the reserves.
Wasn't the best result this
No,
way.
it was a disappointing loss. 69 to 64. Lemon chicken for Footscray. Carlton go down by 5 points.
What did they play?
They played Port Melbourne.
Okay.
I was down there, went down there with a close mate of mine, Matt, and his old man, Dario. Shout out to Dario and Matt. How do I describe this game? Very symptomatic
Fuck, if I was listening to that and they can hear it through the mic, I'd be raging. I'd turn off.
I can't stop.
very, very similar to what we saw in the last 2 weeks with Carlton before the West Coast game. Horrible on defending transition, horrible moving the ball inside forward 50. Put it all together in the last quarter and just fell short. Can I just say, and I meant like the umpiring didn't cost us, but it cost us 4 goals in the third term. Like direct umpire free kicks turned into Bulldogs goals. Some of the decisions from the umpiring at that level at VFL, oh my God, just ridiculous. And then we try to give hope to umpires at AFL level when the umpires coming up through the ranks are just...
Are they that bad?
Oh, and you know, I rarely have a go at umps because it's a tough gig, right? But I'm talking like a Bulldogs player breaking one tackle, breaking another tackle,
Drop the ball.
getting tackled to the ground.
Gone.
Umpire calls for a ball up.
That's gone.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Trying to take on one tackle.
2 dropping the balls in a row, incorrect disposal, play on, play on. Mate, what are you watching? There's 4 umpires on the field.
Was it wet?
No, it's bright sky.
When did they play?
Saturday morning. It's a beautiful morning.
Saturday was perfect.
So it was one of the worst officiated games I've ever watched. One of the worst. Anyway,
that's a big rap for junior
Oh, mate, they were atrocious, mate. Absolutely atrocious. Now, the one name that everyone probably wants to hear about is Tom De Koning, who was absolutely terrible on Saturday morning.
No, I wasn't here. I didn't want to hear.
He was shocking.
I heard.
He was absolutely disgraceful.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
And the coaches are going to say, he did some team things. He was terrible.
Kick one goal.
There is no sugarcoating, right? This bloke's head is not in it at the moment, right? That performance...
Murkoff killed him.
Murkoff shat all over him.
Yep.
Right? Murkoff outplayed him. Murkoff outdid him around the grounds, in the ruck, and everything. What I don't understand with Tom De Koning is that when you get dropped down to the reserves, right, and when there are images and videos of you circulating throughout the week of you apparently or allegedly on the piss or having a dart or whatever, which they can do, that's fine. There's no policy or law saying you can't do that. There is the 6-day break policy that the club has.
There was, and I think that's the issue.
That's fine. So you didn't break any of that. That's okay, whatever, right? But young man, you're in the point of your career where you're looking to get a new contract. You're at a point where you're trying to go to a new level. Why? Yeah. Go do the extras.
Yeah.
I feel like he doesn't want to be there.
He was, and look, they did play him forward, they did play him in the ruck, but that's his role at AFL level.
That's right.
He had no influence on that game whatsoever, aside from a goal. His ruck was not great. I didn't like and it's not like he's playing an A-grade AFL ruckman.
No, and that's the whole thing too. He should dominate there.
I don't know where this whole and look, the whole fervour around his contract is all the media buzz.
Of course.
No one is saying he's worth. No one at Carlton is saying he's worth.
No way.
700, 800. He ain't worth.
I don't think anyone in the AFL, any other club, is saying he's worth that.
400 max.
Yeah. So
if you're paying 800 for him, man, I'm telling you, you better start like checking.
What I don't like is the attitude. What I don't like is the application down in the seconds. I don't like it. It tells me, and I could be completely.
I don't like it.
I don't. It tells me that he looks like he's checked out.
Yep.
Really.
And if that's the case,
and I don't want to make the judgment too early. But if
you're already checked out at round 6 because you've had something go against you,
he probably won't hear this, but someone might pick it up. Someone who knows him or someone. He needs to get his head out of his ass at the moment.
He drinks his own bath water.
because his last 2 weeks, he had a great opportunity to step up against Adelaide when TDK went down, fluffed it. Had a great opportunity to step up.
Pitternet went down.
And he got managed against St Kilda, whatever. Sorry, when Pitternet went down. Fluffed his lines against Adelaide. Look, the whole team was poor, but still, Ruckman sets the tone a lot of the time.
It's all about taking your opportunities when they present themselves.
Mate, and I know it's not the greatest analysis and not the greatest way in to say pull your head out your backside, but he was poor against the Bulldogs.
Sometimes you just need to be like just blunt.
I don't know what he was thinking where he should. And look, maybe it's symptomatic, but a player like of his caliber going down to VFL level, having played AFL for a year and a half.
But what is his caliber?
Well, that's the thing.
Potential.
No, I'm saying he's played AFL.
But how long can you play on potential?
Exactly.
And not actually produce what your potential is.
Everyone saying he could be really good. But at the moment he's not.
Could be for 8 years or whatever, 6 years. We're not in that mould anymore. Not at that age. Not at that 24-year-old age bracket. You've got to be hitting.
To be good now.
Look
at Tim English.
Yeah, mate.
Tim English.
All Australian.
And if you're going to compare Ruckman, exactly, man.
What about
similar roles, similar mould?
Riley O'Brien from Adelaide. I mean, he's come but he's been working on his. Same thing with him. I just don't get him.
He needs to get his. That's what I wrote was needs to get his head in the game. No impact or influence. I didn't notice him aside from when he went up in the ruck club. It's amazing how Dow's output you'd have thought would have gone through the roof again
with him there. Yeah,
he can't ruck, mate. He's not a ruckman.
No.
Tom De Koning's not a ruckman.
He's only a good centre bounce ruckman, even if that, because around the ground you got to body up.
A few people have said that,
centre half back.
Some of the great, some of the great old players have said that why aren't we playing him? Like, are we playing him in the right position? Is he really a ruckman? You know what I mean?
I don't think he is.
Well, he wouldn't get into our team as a centre half back. Maybe he would. Maybe over Lewis Young if he was bad. But I'm just saying.
Not at the moment. But
I'd seriously be considering a position change with him.
Yeah,
because he's just not.
That's what I'm saying.
He can't run.
He's currently not up to it.
He can't even run out a full game anyway.
What did we get him at? What do we get him at?
Ruckman. Ruck forward, was it not? No. Or just pure ruckman.
Like you've got to have one specific defined role, and then you can expand.
You're correct.
No, I was not a fan of his game. Not a fan of his attitude. You know,
he's been poor.
What about
been poor for a while?
Someone else everyone asks about.
Who? VFL King.
Yeah.
Down on his performance. I reckon he might have been a bit flat after missing out on selection.
Correct.
Which is what Pommy alluded to, which I think is true. You know, because and you heard Voss during the week say, Brody Kemp's in the team because of
that was unusual, and Dow's
and then Ash
Hansen, but then there's also positions.
Yeah, well, there's also positions too, and then Ash Hansen came out as well and said sort of something similar too. So
I'm telling you, man, if you see Ed Kerno in front of you in the team sheet and you're Dow, mate.
But again, I mean, it's that trust factor as well. I mean, are you going to have him ahead of any of those midfielders? You probably could have done so against West Coast. In that game, that was probably
as I said to you, it would have been the perfect opportunity last week for this week for him to play because he's playing against.
So we already know
he's in front of Kerno, don't you, Van?
Oh yeah.
Well, he's not clearly.
No. Yeah.
We in their eyes, a lot of people would think he is, but I genuinely don't think he is. I actually think Ed Kerno is. I think he provides more to the table than what Dow can, if that makes sense. He's as much as he's not great, he's a lot more trustworthy than what Dow is.
Is he?
Well, who would you rather go to war with?
Fuck. Well, at the moment,
who would you rather go to war with?
If you gave me Kerno 4 years ago, yeah, but not now.
Anyway, whatever.
Probably.
It's a mute point. It's just a mute point because he's only going to get into the game, into the team, barring
injury.
Touch wood. Nothing like that happens, but not great. Jackson Binns really liked his game. Just continues to ply away. Love the fact that he keeps his width. He knows when to get. He doesn't get sucked into the contest at all, and he's developing at a rate of knots. Hits the scoreboard too. Yep. He hit the scoreboard yet again. He's slight, but he's a tough bastard. I'll give him that.
Mine's Jordan Boyd.
Yeah, Jordan Boyd returned without a fuss. This was his second game back. Real nice conditioning block for him now. I think he's going to be better suited at AFL level. I don't think he'll come in this week.
I think give him some more time in the.
I think they will. I don't think you want to bring him in off such a serious.
Well, who are you going to replace him with?
And that's the question too. Maybe Chincotta, but no, I would prefer.
But why would you replace Chincotta this week?
And he's got the momentum You know, he's got the conditioning.
Yeah.
He's got his body up. He's got his body right. So Boyd in the reserves, I don't think he'll come in.
Which is fair enough. He's been out for like a year.
O'Brien was okay.
I don't care about him coming in.
Cottrell
It's good that he's there. I like
Play
it.
well.
Cottrell returned well. I liked his game. Hit the scoreboard.
He's someone we kind of
He
like.
also came in off that stress fracture with his foot. So he'll play in the VFL for about another week or two, you would
nice,
think.
I like it.
So he's
We all love
another. He's a viable replacement for a guy like Zach Fisher across that half forward line.
100%.
I think Matt Cottrell will eventually make his way into the lineup.
I think he will. This year, he'll make his way back in.
Yeah, really impressed with what he dished up.
I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
so.
Dom
I think you've got to
McQuaid,
give him a go, as long as he plays well in the reserves.
Dom McQuaid defended all right. Still got to try and get his hands on the ball. Not too sure where he is in his career with regards to AFL. I don't think he'll get a game this year. It probably won't be on the list at the end of the year, but don't know. These young kids can just spurt. Murkov, good as we mentioned. Really liked his game.
Like
His
40
ruck
hit
craft
outs or
has
something.
been fantastic. Plowman just does Plowman things. We don't really have to harp on about him. And that is
That could be a new thing.
pretty much it.
What'd you do? I just did a ploughman today.
Well, for those who want to know Tom DeKonig's numbers, which I've got him here in front of me, 7 touches, 13 hit-outs and a goal. He had 2 inside 50s and 1 tackle. I mean, like,
Nah.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, well. All right. You know what?
So that's
enough.
that's a wrap. And again, O'Brien, 2 goals, 9
All right. So who do we play next week?
The V line. He's looking
We play, I think we might have a bye next week. No, we play Brisbane at Icon Park Saturday afternoon, so the morning
Brisbane,
after the game. So that'll be 11:05 a.m.
after.
And there will be a couple of players that do come back in. So Jack Carroll was managed.
Yep.
And there was one more. I can't remember who else was managed. There might have been 1 or 2 more. Anyway.
Anyway.
I think it was just Jack Carroll.
What I've been doing is I've been having a bit of a look at the lower grade football, and I think I found someone
Local
to come into our side.
Oh, yeah?
Let's have a look at this bloke.
He's got it now, but Proctor's right on his hammer. Povey,
The hell?
and treadmill. Thor, strong in the tackle. The parcel comes through. Oh, pups for sale.
I've
Haven't
seen
seen
this.
that many
Look
since
at
the
this goal.
RSPCA.
And again.
It's an open square. He's gone again with another one. Can he finish? This will be goal of the year. Fitness lacking with the bounce. Will it get there? It's home! It's home! It's home! The parcel has delivered.
They call it the parcel.
Did you hear that?
What a goal!
The parcel
And the parcel delivers.
He's a big boy.
Dane
He
Swan.
moves all right there. Yeah. Was
Big
that,
Swanee.
Was that Dane?
That was Swanee.
I reckon. All right, excellent. All right.
Well played.
Actually, this week, let's have a look at this one.
What do you got for us, AFL?
All right, this one we talked about last week on Forever Rivals, but I thought I'll bring it up again because I thought it was an interesting. So put it up there. And this was about the trading of players against their will.
I like the NBA and shit. Yeah.
And also the mid-season draft, you know, to get players from other clubs. So there's a bit of an article there. I'm sure everyone's kind of read it. We don't have to go over it. The main points are about trading the players against their will and the club having that power. What do you reckon?
I don't mind it. Why not? The player doesn't control the club. The club controls the player.
I guess the people who play AFL now would have to be understanding of it. If they're going to sign up and play, they've got to realise that, I might be traded at any time. So
It's whatever's best for the club, yeah?
I agree.
I always think whatever's best for the club.
agree.
Anyone
I think-
can be
I mean,
replaced.
at a workplace, right? If you work for, say you work for Metro, or you work at
You can be replaced.
Not replaced. I'm saying, what if they just say you're based at this branch, you've set up everything in this branch, you got to move an hour and a half away from where you were.
Well, they already do it at Metro.
They do it. Well, you
So
gotta
we've
do it.
asked what they say. Is
You
like
either
we
take it or you
work at a
don't.
depot, but they can make a start somewhere else, and we got no say in it. You know what I mean? So they do it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like they could move you to another bloody depot somewhere, or anywhere, another office, as long as it's not in bloody 5 hours away. I
What
suppose.
if it is?
Well, no, with us there's also like a limiting case where they can move you. So there would have to be that. Well, they've got to work it out.
Well, that's exactly right.
No. Well, it hasn't been. It hasn't been decided. It's this discussion with the Players Association and the AFL. The question is, it doesn't matter if they do it. There's going to be rules, correct?
Yeah.
They'll set up some rules, but should it be done? I think it should. Yeah. I think I think it's something if a team thinks that the best thing for that team is to move on a player.
Players get comfortable. Players get comfortable. I've got 7 years here.
Mate, your club's got to do what they got to do, the best for the club.
I care about the club.
Me too. I care about premierships.
You care about the player more than the club?
No, I care about
if they decide, and as long as
follow the club, not the player.
But the player.
I want premierships. I want premierships.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. Part of the club, but I get what you mean. You don't actually follow the individual.
No way.
Themselves.
Because you tell by when a player moves over. How many times have you cheered Setterfield this year?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't.
It's a good argument.
It is. It's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. But I think. I think so.
It will. I just think Australian sporting culture is not that brutal, though.
It's a bit different, and it's also a bit different the way they work. I understand that, but I think it'll be a good move, man. If it's time, if they decide that a player should be moved on.
Yeah, it'll be a much more diluted version of it.
At the moment now, like, players have got all the power. You think about it.
Oh, they ask for a trade and it usually goes through.
Right.
Yeah.
And then even when they're contracted.
Well, look at the expansion teams.
Every time it happens.
That's why I reckon stuff like that's probably coming in too now, because it gives a little bit of power back to the clubs.
100%.
It has to.
Look at Gold Coast. They get all that talent and they all leave.
They'll leave, that's it. So why shouldn't they have the power to decide if someone...
cash in early.
Yeah.
If they're going to leave, just cash in early.
Yeah, that's it.
Before they leave at the end of their contract.
Yeah.
And trade mid-season.
Mid-season trade has to come in.
I've been wanting this for ages.
I think it's a great idea.
Has to come in.
It should have been in here like 5 years ago.
Man, you're needing... We'll talk about... I think ruckman position is one of the easiest because you've only got like a few there, you know what I mean? Like midfielders, you can always probably cover in that. But you get a ruckman, you lose both your ruckman and that, and then all of a sudden there's a ruckman sitting there. They can get a game.
What about immediately capitalising on VFL form?
100%.
Well, which I know is sort of there.
And then you've got some players who are going to find it very hard to get into a senior
side. A spot, like, you know how you can fill up a whole list?
Yeah.
You might leave one spot for the mid-season draft. I mean, you got the draft, mid-season like trade period.
Yeah, the trade period. You got the draft, so this is the trade period,
who knows? Because you can go to the VFL, like you said, and you can go pick up a
I'm telling you, I reckon it'd be grouse. Imagine getting a player from another side and then winning a premiership.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't mind the player
I like both things. I think
and
it's
you
great.
can get experienced heads as well.
Yeah.
Like an Adelaide right now.
Might need someone,
Get like an experienced football player, like that's won flags, or I don't know. They're good, and they need a player. You know,
I like it.
Slot in.
I would do it, and I'm telling you, it's time for the clubs to take control a little bit with these players because, as I said, these players have got complete control now. Even when they're contracted, what if they decide they want to go? I know a team can hold them back.
Yeah, but you got to wait until the end of the year.
Well, not only you got to wait, like you can hold them back, but then they're not happy if they really want to go. They make their decision.
Collingwood might have been the trailblazer for that whole club trading away players.
Yeah, Treloar and Grundy, and all that. Yeah. And they pay half or whatever
they're
the wage.
Contracted.
But the difference will be that. Like they'll do it and players will have no say.
Well, they didn't. Yeah. Treloar didn't have a say.
Well, his contract... Yeah, no, they didn't have a say. They get paid, but they just get paid out their contract.
They flicked him off and said, no, we'll pay half your contract. You go there. We want this. What do they get in the end? I don't even know, but yeah. And Grundy, the same thing.
Yeah. All right, let's move into this one. What about this one? Next one here, just quickly. This just got announced. The Tasmanian team.
Oh, yeah.
So I could quickly read that. I'm not going to go reading all that, or else you're going to see like a million mistakes from me. But
$240 million worth of funding.
And I think Wednesday they get their licence, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. I still like to see Northern Territory get a team.
Well, I don't like this 19 teams. This auto team.
Does it go to 19 or
19?
There has to be another team.
There has to be. It's ridiculous. They tried that before when they brought in they brought GWS or Gold Coast.
Gold Coast and GWS.
When they brought who were coming
Coast.
first?
Gold Coast.
When Gold Coast come in first, right? We had like the
17.
Yeah, the 17 teams. They had the bye every week. It was ridiculous, man. So, but is Tasmania a good? I think so. I think we needed Tasmania in there.
Yeah. Well, you already got teams that play down there. Hawthorn, North Melbourne.
I just think if you want it, man, Tasmania, they're not part of Australia. They've been dying. But it's true, man. Like,
the mainland, I know.
you know what I mean? Like we get, and then we get like 2 teams in Sydney that no one wants. We get 2
if it's
teams
an
over there.
AFL competition, I always said you've got to have a team from every state, don't you? If it's
And
called the
they're actually a big footballing state.
Well, is there a team in every state in the NBA? No, I don't think there is. No way there is. No.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that AFL
but
shouldn't
there's
do it.
52 states there.
Yeah, no, well, still.
Here, there's fucking how many?
That's true.
7.
Yeah.
7?
7 states and territories.
I think it's nice, man. You have it. So I think it's good.
Northern Territory is the next
I would
one.
like if they're going to get 19.
So what happens when
we
you
might
go
as well have 20?
What happens when you go to 20 teams? Is it
Fuck.
top 8 or top 10?
My fear,
Or is it
you
2?
might have to change finals. You'd have to have a play-in between like
Yeah.
9th and 10th
You
if
have
top
to.
8 or something.
You have to. And that's where the next thing comes.
My
you
fear-
give that, you go
And look,
dilute the talent now.
yeah,
You
that's
definitely
one.
dilute the talent.
That's one, and you've got to make your moves now when these teams do come in.
Because they're going to get all the
My
draft
concern
picks.
with this is and this is with all due respect. I mean, who wants to live in Tassie?
No one. But
that's a thing.
Maybe there is though. Who knows?
Yeah, I know there might be, but there's only like. But now this is the issue, right? Not.
Gold
And this is
Coast
me
and
playing devil's
GWS.
advocate, right? Tasmania is already a football state, right? This is not. Oh, we want to go into Tassie to try to make them a football state.
just like they did with
Like they're already,
GWS.
Sydney and
people
Gold
who
Coast.
follow football in Tasmania already have a team
100%.
from the mainland, right?
Right.
The problem is that are they going to switch to follow Tasmania? I don't
No
know.
way.
Maybe
Of
yes,
course
maybe
they
no.
will.
I don't know.
No, I
maybe
don't
they
think
won't.
so.
Why?
Not all of them will.
Maybe a dual membership.
Not all of them will.
No, but that'll be that thing. But of course they're going to
So-
follow. It's like when Adelaide came
No, they'll
in.
follow it, but will they go to the games?
So let's
No,
look
they'll go
at
to
it
the
from this
games.
perspective,
They
right?
go to the games. I believe they would.
Gold Coast costs AFL money.
Yeah.
GWS costs AFL money.
No.
They get no fans to their games.
No. But I reckon Tassie will be different.
Tassie's got a little bit more heritage
Yeah, a
to
little
it.
bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. I don't know how much more, but I reckon a little bit more.
Now,
Yeah,
the
no, I
only
agree.
problem is you look at people go, oh, what about all the like WA and the SA teams? They had Waffle and Sandful for 100 years.
Yeah.
They already had those
They're
bases.
Yeah.
there.
established. Yeah.
It was just now you're in the
Just giving
AFL,
them correct.
the federal league now. So, I look.
I hate odd numbers, man.
That's the one thing I don't like. I'd rather you put 2 teams in,
They
and
must-
it is in 2027.
They clearly think it's financially feasible. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. But
Well,
I fear for the existence of the team going concern because of the fact that one, who wants to move to Tassie? Everything closes at 6. There's no nightlife.
It's almost.
I feel like
that
it's,
bad,
it's
isn't
It's not
it?
great. It's not like what 18, 19-year-old wants to play in Tasmania and stay there. They'll be there for 2 years. They're drafted
the
requirement, and then they'll move to the mainland because that's just what happens.
You have to be a success real quick for them to stay there.
And
I
people
feel like this is like a media, like
yeah.
well, it's been growing.
Isn't it
for
funny?
years,
Driven,
yeah.
man.
Everybody who
driven.
wants the team in Tasmania, you know where they all live? Inner city Melbourne.
Yeah.
I think it was
No one lives
media
there.
driven.
No
this
one lives
team.
there.
Yeah, that's true.
They all live in Melbourne.
Well, it's happening.
I know it's happening.
It's going to happen.
Well, it is
And
happening.
for 2 or 3 years, they will get smashed.
It'll
Just
be
like the
same
other
thing,
teams.
Same thing. It's always the same.
They're going to
thing.
get draft concessions too,
Yeah,
aren't
but
they?
that's what always happens.
Yeah.
This is what happened with Gold Coast and GWS.
Yeah,
the
they're
same
gonna get
thing will
those
happen.
And then they'll keep leaving the way they do with them
And
too.
it could end up like the Gold Coast or it could end up like GWS. You
And
just
none of
don't
those
know.
teams will win a flag. None of those teams will win a premiership.
I mean, Gold Coast
Yes,
haven't
no.
made a final.
They haven't made a final.
How long have they been in there for? 12 years?
2010.
GWS made a flag. The consecutive finals. They've been smashed.
And
in the
they've been a
flag,
bit more competitive
but
over the
more
years.
competitive.
See,
but
but all
but
those-
still Sydney, not in,
Yeah, of course.
in Gold Coast closes at 9.
Mate,
I
all
think.
those WA and South Australian teams, like they've all had football. They've all had football leagues.
Yeah, of course.
Huge football leagues. So it's
interesting.
And I think the Adelaide definitely needed to be there, and then Port Adelaide was a good move because Port Adelaide are one of the strongest
Magpies,
teams,
who have got the most premierships out of like everything,
double of everything.
Yeah.
They definitely West Coast are strong. The Fremantle doing all right, maybe.
Freo have always been like that, but
But the Sydney GWS, that was a disaster, and the Gold Coast on top of Brisbane
because
was a disaster.
Sydney is already it's NRL heavily based NRL.
Yeah.
So and
with
trying
Sydney,
to push.
and they know that Sydney needs to be up there.
I thought they've done well, the GWS, to do what they've done so far.
No, they did well on the weekend.
Yeah. But that Gold Coast as well. Shit.
Nah,
that's what I mean. You get the coin flip. How do you just don't know now.
Look, all the best to them, but it's
that's a free win for 3 years.
There's the conspiracy theory going around that. I don't want to make this political, but sports is always political. It's been that way for fucking time immemorial.
It's getting worse.
Apparently, the reason for the government funding was because the AFL is going to push the yes vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole. Apparently, that's the marry up. I don't know how true that is, but make of that what you will. It wouldn't surprise me
if you
that
do
before this goes on air,
it's
the
already
AFL
done.
comes out in support of the fuck was
How
that?
did you do that, man?
Because
you
put
flicked
that
it and it went like Atlanta, and I was saying superb.
Soccer player, man.
As I said, it wouldn't surprise me if in a couple of days or a week or two from now
That comes out after the Tasmanian thing. Yeah. 6 of one,
You
half a
believe in
dozen.
coincidence?
6 a dozen, half a dozen of a squillion of a million, 100%.
Sometimes.
I don't.
Sometimes there's coincidences. A lot of times they're not.
It's pre-planned.
Anyway, moving right on.
All right. Hey, listen to me.
Excuse me.
It might be a mistake what they're doing, but someone who never makes a mistake.
Who's that?
Is this people here. Garden of Eden.
Hey.
Always.
There's a Charlie Kerr.
Who needs apples when you have schnitzel? That's what I call. I missed it. You took it off.
That's what I call the Garden of Eden.
Is that what you,
Paradise in the Garden of Eden.
Paradise.
$14.
That's the Kerno.
No, that is a nice. The Garden of Eden. Yeah, that's a Kerner. Yeah,
It's fresh.
100%. What about this one?
Spice of Life, Jesse Motlop. He was missing this week. He's missing on the tray as well.
Rest,
It's not there. He'll spice up our life when he comes back
spice
into the
of life.
team.
And remember, you can get these, and this one, the status quo. And again, that's our
Walsh.
our cap. Was it Walsh?
Is it
No,
Walsh or Cripps?
I think it was Cripps.
Probably
Cripps,
Cripps.
yeah.
Either way.
It's so good. And just remember, when you get in these meals, right, you can get that in either the burger or the wrap.
Correct.
Right? So you can have your choice, mate. Remember, 17% and 25% if you become a member.
Yes.
Listen, have you gone across to become a member now? Because you saw what happened.
Yeah.
There's who's sitting on the couch?
If you're Greek, you're 100% chance to get drawn out.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Fucking hell. All Greeks.
Isn't that funny?
That's right.
And we've
taken over.
we've got a bit. There's a bit of a patriarchal tyranny going on
I think so.
in there as well because there's 2 men and 1 woman. So we need to.
We have to even that up.
We have to
even it out. Well, you can't assume genders.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
apologies.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
You assume you don't know what. I don't know what Peter is.
Could be a Garden of Eden in there or
Yeah,
something. I
could
don't know.
be.
Who knows?
The status quo is
Could
well
be.
and truly gone.
Yeah. Anyway, we got this man.
Moving right.
Well, one bloke who you can't ever
Hate.
Well, not only hate. I reckon. Well, can you assume his gender? I don't know. Let's have a look.
We'll find out.
Buongiorno ragazzi, oggi panuzzo di casa e la mamma di casa, prosciutto internazionale e gorgonzola, sì c'è la goccia, cecchino. Adesso ci siamo la tagliatella, lo panuzzo di casa, la mamma di casa. 1, 2, 3, alle 123, tagliate che bello. Poi ci mettiamo lo gorgonzola di gino, sì c'è la goccia, cecchino, eccolo qua. Gorgonzola a go-go 1, 2, 3 alle 123 panuzzo di casa con lo gorgonzola e poi ci mettiamo pure lo prosciutto 1, 2, 3
1, 2, 3
prosciutto internazionale ragazzi non poteva mancare un goccicello di olio d'olivia di chillo internazionale Com'è un goccino, tanto per
Un
dare
goccino.
gusto e splendore a questo panino che andiamo subito a mangiare.
subito a mangiare.
Yeah, he's done the hand lift. That is fantastic, man. I love it, man. I love it. What a man, mate. He's bringing
He's actually the goat.
food, man. You can see how much he loves the food,
best.
man. Come on.
Internazionale.
All right, let's have a look at this one.
One. Rocco's Rant.
Hey, oh, the big one, mate.
Do you?
No, I was saying Rocco's Rant's a big one.
Oh, for Top Dog Liquor, of course.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say.
Proudly
Proudly sponsored here by
Topdogliquor.com.au.
Hey,
Instagram, Facebook is where you can find them.
Top Dog Liquor, mate.
Lyndon
Commonwealth.
Hosking. Third place. Bronze medalist.
Yes, it was.
Commonwealth Games. What are you doing?
That's Top Dog Liquor. That's
Oh yeah.
he was a boxer.
That's right,
What do you
yeah.
think I would have
Lyndon.
done? All right. To tell you the truth, I didn't really have too much this week because everything's going pretty good at the footy club this week. I had a big one last
Well,
week.
why don't you rant
Happy-
about the fact that you don't have a rant?
Yeah, I could rant about that, but what are you going to rant about? Not having a rant?
Bloody oath.
Is your life's good?
Yeah, at the moment, life's pretty good. It's
That's
all
good.
going pretty good. But I will rant about something.
Okay.
Always got something to complain about now. So, you know I'm a fully pledged member. Isn't that what Manny said? Of a
Fully pledged.
Fully fledged.
Fledged? What is it? Fledged and
Fully
paid up?
Fledged.
Played up and fledged member, is it? What's fledged mean?
I don't know.
Hey
Full hog.
Siri. What is the definition of fledged?
I thought it was pledge, like you pledge.
What is the definition of fledged?
Fledged means of a young bird, having wing feathers that are large enough for flight, able
Nah.
to fly.
Nah.
Stop the cat.
Having just taken on the role specified, a newly fledged detective.
Okay.
That's why I said stop the cat. Anyway.
All right. So I've been a member. So then this year I thought, what I want to do is, I want to get reserved seats for
Carlton.
the away games,
Oh yeah, nah.
and you can't get them anymore.
Nope, only weekend.
Well, because you got like it's called
This was
the
ages ago.
the grandfather kind of thing.
Nah, there's captain clubs, but you can't get it with the.
Well, if you had it,
reserved.
you can keep it, but
Correct.
they won't give it to you anymore. So now I've got to go like a peasant,
Yeah.
right, and just get general admission. They give me general admission. I'm going to go there like 8 hours early,
Before, yep.
right, just to get a seat right at the front and do that. So
No, it's not even at the front. You got like certain.
no, well, because of my membership, they give us. They're
okay.
pretty. It's a good bay.
Okay.
It's right at the front.
Yep.
But you still got to get there early to get like the
seats,
better seats
correct.
at the front. Yeah. So I'm thinking, man, like I've been a member for a long time. Yeah, all right. So I didn't have that reserved, but now they've taken away that, and now no one can get.
No. I don't think that's any AFL
Reserved
club.
away.
It's
No.
all AFL clubs now.
Yeah.
No more reserved
Just
seats.
reserved home.
Just reserve home, but you're still paying the same amount of money.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
It is a bit unlucky. It is a bit unlucky.
Not if
Man.
you got certain loopholes, but yeah, I won't.
Oh, is there a loophole?
You won't
Yeah.
divulge,
Nah.
fledge.
No.
Right, so you're going to divulge after the show. I
When the
like it. I
microphones are
like it. I like
Mine's
it.
still on, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it's on.
Okay, good.
How do you know it's on?
Because I just know.
Is the red light on?
If you make the same mistake twice in a row, you
You
might
get
as well
sacked.
give it up.
You're sacked from SCN.
Yeah.
Did you see him? He went on fan cams.
What
It
did I
looked the SCN logo behind him.
Bloody oath, mate.
Very special guest, Terry called him.
Gotta let him know where I'm coming from, baby.
Very
Yeah.
special guest.
Special needs.
So that's it. It wasn't much. It's been a pretty good week. It's been a pretty good week. There's nothing to rant
I
about.
would have
Lose against Brisbane and I'll give you a rant. back at yous. Back at yous. All right. Let's do this one here. Listen to me, mate. Let's go on to this player profile. We interviewed a beauty this week. True legend of the game. Very iconic.
Yep.
His name was?
Vincenzo.
Vincenzo. It is Vincenzo.
Nickname Spider?
No, Spider.
It's a
Spinner.
Spinner, Spider. What do I think of Spider?
That's what Mark.
And also cat.
Cat, that's right. The
Well, cat because Cottagio.
Yeah,
but the spinner
Yeah.
was because of this. Let's have a look at this,
There
mate.
you go. He used to spin people out, mate.
Look at him go! Check him out. Look at this. Mate, I'm telling you.
torpedoes every time.
Oh, yeah. Wait. There's nothing. What's this? Oh, he's like a ballerina, mate. Hey, look at the pace. Is that Dipper? I don't know who that is, mate, but you got no chance, mate.
A little worm burner.
Look at this. What's this? Oh, he's kicking them from all over the place, mate.
Give him a clue.
A magnificent goal by Vincenzo.
Look at this.
That's a torp. A towering torpedo.
It's a long one.
Goal.
Against Fitzroy.
Against Fitzroy, the old Fitzroy. Look at this. What's this? 1, the 2. Look at the pace on him. I love this. What's this? Whoa! That's spinner, mate.
3 of them.
He bounced it. That's good play.
Look at this, man. Look at the pace. Number 10, give it up. He did what he did. He just gave up. Here he goes. You're not catching him, mate. And that's number 10 again. Shithouse. He got dropped the week after.
Mate, didn't play ever again.
What's this? Look at the pace on him.
Spliffing everyone.
I bet you couldn't see his feet move there, how quick it was going.
I reckon he had the whole crowd spliffing up. It's a little dab.
Oh, he gave it
Yeah, like a waiter.
Sheldon. Now Cottagio.
Nice.
That's a good goal.
That's a good goal, mate.
Cottagio was there again.
Forget it. Left and right.
Left and right. She'll be right.
Look at this.
Who is he? Look at the guy chasing.
Look at this bit there. Oh, look at the hair, mate. Look at the hair. Thank you for coming.
Hits him with conviction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said about that. He talks about that.
No dab. Just
Look at this. What's this? 1. Shut up. Left foot. Bang. Goal.
Number 4 for Carlton.
Yeah.
He kicked some good goals.
Oh, mate.
Cottagio.
I love this bit of footage. This is like old time footage. Was his bang.
Someone had an iPhone back then.
Yeah.
Oh, what a player.
He was. And I'll give you some stats. 73 to 76, then 78 to 80. 2 years he didn't play.
Correct.
Why? I'll tell you why.
Injury?
So what did you act like you knew? You didn't know?
Injury?
No. 71
80.
games, 97 goals for Carlton.
Then
Played a few more.
Did he move overseas?
Sydney.
He debuted in round 7, 1973 against Collingwood. Played for 2 minutes. Played in the losing 1973 grand final v Richmond in his 3rd game. And lost. In 76, got leased out to WA club Subiaco for 2 years.
Okay.
This is what we're talking about, aren't we? There's a time to start leasing out players. 78, returned back to Carlton, traded to Melbourne in 81 where he played 9 games, 15 goals. Then traded to Sydney in 83 where he played another 8 games, 9 goals, right? Probably said going to Melbourne in 1980 was probably one of his worst decisions, but he really kind of had no choice. Very skillful player, as you saw.
Yep.
Very unlucky not to win a premiership. So in 79, he broke a couple of toes. He played like 16. He played nearly every game. Broke a couple of toes, and then he reckons by the time they got to the grand final, he was probably a week away, and Jesselenko go, mate, we need you back into the side. You know, he was part of that mosquito flag, and you saw how good he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
The bloke could play. He was probably, all I have to say is he was the best out of the mosquito as far as skills.
Yeah.
And they used to just say to him, "Just go, man, just do what you want." And the stories he
fleet-footed, far out.
Yeah. The stories he told us were fantastic, man. Just being the wog. He used to live across the road from Princess Park.
The best.
His mum didn't want him to play.
Standard.
Like that. Don't get it.
Well, let's have a look at this.
Buried deep within a cemetery, I will fight, never weary. I wanna be legendary till I'm dead and buried deep within a cemetery. I will fight, never weary. I wanna be legendary.
All right, and here we have him, Vinny, Spinner, Cat, Katogia. Yeah, like 1,000 nicknames.
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you, mate.
Welcome to a fellow Vincenzo.
Yes.
How are you, mate?
Vincenzo.
Great to be here.
It's great to be here.
You are a Vincenzo? Or you're a Vinny?
No, Vincenzo is my birth name, but it's become Vinny.
The Australians, mate, they have to change all the names, man.
My birth certificate's got Big Vincenzo.
Yeah. Mine's got Roccocello. Yeah, so we got the great Vinny Katogia, mate. You were an icon in your days, huh? And one reason was that hairstyle, mate.
Yeah.
How big was it, man? That was like Vinny Barbarino. It was that Epstein had the one.
From Welcome Back Connor.
Yeah, Welcome Back Connor.
Used to be about there. And used to make me about 6'2". I reckon that half the time, I think people remember me because of my hair. Sometimes they got no idea, but they remember the hair more than the footy. At times.
100%.
Was that I was very, very capable and very confident of getting around blokes. I used to actually like the challenge of people coming towards me and using my skills to get around them.
Is that how that nickname Spinner came about? Because of your elusiveness?
Well, actually, Rod Austin, Curly Austin.
He gave you that?
Yeah, he nicknamed me that.
He can talk. He had a bit of a bloody afro of his own.
Yeah, no, but it was the spinning part of it, which one day he just said to me, mate, you were just spinning left, right, and centre.
You do, man, and we showed some of the highlights, and we'll show some more, but man, he used to get the ball, just spin around, get away, and then take off. You had some pace about you. You had some real pace about you.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get caught. My brother played with another side because he was a little bit older than me, so he played like under 16s or something. I was playing
footy
under 15s.
Not soccer.
No, it was footy. Anyway, so he'd broken his arm.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, and gone to the hospital, got a cast, So anyway, I come in from my game at about midday, and I ring the doorbell, and I walk in. As I walk in, my mother, bang! She gives me a slap across the head. She says, "Have a look at your brother," Because I'm saying, what have I done? I did nothing wrong. But because my brother had broken his arm, she's given me a whack to say, "Look at that! You're not playing anymore."
That's what the Wogs used to do.
Yeah.
If someone did something wrong, everyone copped it.
That's exactly right. So what she ended up doing? She cut all our boots, so we couldn't play anymore.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. She said,
"What, the laces or
no, the actual boots?
The actual boots themselves."
Yeah.
Oh my God!
She said, "No more football for nobody." So I didn't take it all on board, but I think the club sort of looked at that and thought, probably not.
They needed someone to blame.
Well, I don't know if to blame.
Surely you don't blame an 18-year-old kid.
But I
in his third game of football for a grand final loss.
But that set me back because they never played me the next year.
I know. You didn't play the whole next year.
No, and I was playing.
Did you feel like the selectors had it in for you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because the next year, I'd won the Gardner Medal. I was playing at Waverley, and it was out on the outer side. I can remember that, and I remember just racing for the ball, and I just like picking it up, and all of a sudden you just sort of have a bit of a sense. Can I take a run here? And you're hoping for one of your teammates to sort of say you're clear. So I've taken off and I've taken the first bounce, and I'm thinking, because I could hear someone beside me.
And you're running still?
I'm still running.
Your legs are going up and down like pistons?
Yeah. And all of a sudden I just heard, "You're clear, have another," So I had another bounce, another 10 metres and another one. "You're clear, have another," and another. So now I've kicked it into the square, and I remember Rod Galt taking a mark, And I turned around to the left of me, and I couldn't see any players except the umpire. And I looked over at him, and he said, "You look so good. I just keep going."
He was the one telling you.
He's the one telling me. Yeah, Peter Cameron. So anyway, I just said, "Thanks, Pete." And after the game, both sides got together, and the umpires come in. And I just went up and said, "Oh, thanks, mate." He says, "Mate, there's no one near you. I just want you to keep running." Yeah, so that would not happen in today's footy. An umpire would not urge someone on.
There's no way.
The only problem I've got is that you've got two targets at forward, and if those guys don't kick goals, we're not getting too many goals from other players.
Yep.
So we need to be able to spread our goals out.
Yeah.
Because if you have a day where they both have a bad day, you need to be if you're going to win, you're going to get a winning score from other players.
100%.
So you need your small blokes, you need your flankers.
Yep.
Keep the opposition guessing.
Yeah, so you need blokes to pop up and kick 2 or 3 goals, because if you come into a final and something happens to Charlie or Mackay, your game plan's gone.
100%.
And you need a game plan where it's not just those 2 blokes.
Yeah.
It's got to be when the players get the ball, whatever option they see, it's got to go to them, not directed to Mackay that's got to battle through ball up here.
All right, there you go, mate. I'm telling you some funny stories, man. Like real wild Italian, man.
Proper.
And there's million more stories in there. So you're definitely going to catch it tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Yep.
But just the stories about him playing. His mum didn't know he was playing. Cutting the boots.
Oh, that's vicious.
Cutting vicious. He would have to.
Cracker. Dead set cracker.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Those days there, mum, the mum ruled, man. He said he was scared to ask his mum to go out at 17, mate.
Yeah, but that's different, yeah.
And so he cut the boots and then he he was always a good player, and he would have to sneak out on a Sunday to go and play and then come back, and she didn't know for a whole year that he didn't play, right? And then eventually someone said he was playing, and she's going, no, and he goes, yeah, he's been playing. And when he told him, she thought he was playing like in the park.
Yeah.
And he's going, no, I'm playing inside the ground there.
In the stadium, yeah.
But after that, they never missed a game.
They
watched every game that he went.
That's how it goes, yeah.
So everyone catch up with that, and as I said, man, a true star, and everyone saw the promo he did in front of Snitz. He was a star, man. He's in front of Snitz, and people are coming up to him and that.
Yeah.
Really? It was good. A few people come up to me too, but anyway.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No,
they did.
He's lying.
100%. Actually, I forgot his name. They come up to me and they said...
They didn't come.
They did.
Okay.
They did.
They know who you were, or did they ask you?
Yeah. Well, they're asking, can
what
we
the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they come, they love the show, and then they said to Vinny, they go...
the cow.
Did you you play, because they knew we must be interviewing someone.
Yeah.
They go, did you play 14? He's
You?
going, yeah. No, to Vinny. He said next to
Imagine
me.
if they said, did you play for Carlton as well? Probably would have said yes too.
Anyway.
Remember when on the footy show they said, I think Sam Newman went to China or Japan or somewhere, they thought he was Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Was it the game when they played over there?
In China.
Port Adelaide and
I can't remember.
It could have been. It could have been, but he would have been doing a street talk.
That was a fair... How long was that ago? Like 8-9 years ago?
Yeah.
Street talk maybe
St Kilda and Port Adelaide. That's when Terry was there. Terry did a gig with Port Adelaide when he was over there. Yeah. Well, and that's how he kind of getting into sneaking his way in.
Bloody oath.
This is one of our favourites.
Yep.
Come on, Verstappen.
What's the time?
9:45.
Oh, we're on our home stretch. Let's do it. Hooray! Banana of the week, proudly brought to you by
Merino Bros. Spend $60 before midnight and you'll get free delivery the day after.
Bucks.
Straight to your doorstep.
Bucks.
60 heat bucks.
Bucky. 60 heat. I remember when my missus, when she tries to say like $60, it sounds funny, you know, because it's bucks. What's bucks?
$60.
Jealous. All right, let's have a look at this. It's just a pic, and we talked about this before, but this is just quite honestly.
On the vapes there.
So we talked about it.
Whatever.
What's whatever?
There's worse things that can happen.
Well, you just bagged it before, and now you're saying that's the worst thing. No, that is the worst thing that can happen. That is the worst thing.
All eyes are on you. All cameras are on.
100%, man. And you don't go. First of all, if you're out there and you're vaping, this should be my rant. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Rant.
This is my rant. That's going to change that.
Rant
this is the
and
rant.
banana in the weekend too.
I should have done this. What are you doing? Are you serious? Like you can't even pronounce the chemicals that are in there and you're sucking them down your lungs, right? And the people that I remember years ago when my mate started vaping, I go, it's only like flavoured thing. I'm thinking, yeah, you're sucking in something that you have to heat up to suck down your lungs that they produce for like 30 cents and you reckon that's good for you. What is wrong with you people? Now, for him to do that, right, first of all, banana, right? Second, well, he is. If you're vaping, you're a fucking banana, right? Second of all, right, whatever, I don't give a fuck. If you do it, you know it. And you know, I smoked for 20-something years when I was a kid, right? 20-something years. I didn't know every day of my life I was being a banana. I just couldn't do it, right? I couldn't stop. I've stopped now for like 15, 20 years, whatever it was. But that makes me about 60. I don't think
you're old.
I don't think it adds. But I started smoking when I was like 14.
That's
I was going to say, when you were 4.
Never had a Jozza.
Haven't you?
No, never.
I used to smoke. At 15, I was smoking at home with my dad.
That's gross. That's dirt. That's gross.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, my dad, he one day come up to me and he goes, in Italian, in Sicilian, can you imagine? Because I know what you're doing.
Thick.
Because he used to smoke like a roller since he was 9. Because you're going to do what you're doing in front of me, and I felt bad. But then I was smoking like on the couch with him, you know, and then my mates will come over and I go, have a smoke, and they go, no, you know, like they felt really bad. But anyway, that's the first banana. And the second one is, what are you doing, mate? Like what you said, man, you're on the fringe here, and then all of a sudden you go and do that.
Not great.
Not great.
Not a great look.
Yeah, when he goes and works for that establishment, selling things, and you'll see, man. So anyway, that's definitely my banana. I got another one at the end, but
my banana of the week, or should I say bananas of the week?
Multiple, plural.
Are Richmond supporters.
Richmond supporters? Why?
Complaining about playing at
get over it.
Yep.
Get over it.
And Damien Hardwick as well. The whole
They lost before they started.
Yeah. Well, he did it last year, but
he did it. He kind of did it
again as well.
But they were playing.
Doesn't matter.
But I'm saying they're playing like. Where do you think they're going to play them?
Yeah. Well, I think they're contractually obliged to play one game there. It doesn't matter. You play where you're given, wherever your venue is. You play. Don't complain. It's not going to change the outcome.
And it didn't.
It didn't. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch. And you know what? Their supporters too, weak. I went to their game last year against GWS that they played there. They got like 18,000 supporters
there, remember?
Yeah, there. This, I think they got like 20-something thousand.
23,000. They got 23,000.
What a fucking disgrace.
You reckon they're really typical bandwagon supporters?
Fuck.
I've got mates
even
now.
at the MCG, they don't even turn up now. They only go to the big games and that's it.
I've got mates now.
They're just
big Richmond supporters. Yeah. Have you gone to the game? I haven't got too many games this year. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Shit supporters.
Yeah,
not all of them, but those people that are complaining about that you're playing a Marvel, mate, get over it. We played there for fucking 15 years, a shithole.
We lost our home ground because of that shit place, so we don't complain.
Pack it out. Why are you complaining for?
Yeah, bring it out.
Yep.
And we got about how many members? So
80 something.
Nearly pushing to 100, I think.
88 or something.
Yeah.
They're the bananas.
My banana of the week's a funny one.
What?
You would think if you kick 9 goals, you're not going to get Banana of the Week. But Charlie Curnow's getting Banana of the Week because he didn't kick 10.
Oh, mate, he missed one from 30 out, directly in front.
He's getting it because he didn't kick 10.
Well, how many more chances are you going to get? Like,
It's ingest.
do you give one to Durden? What's that all about?
No.
Yeah, people are complaining about that.
Nah.
It's fucking petty.
Who cares?
Gives a shit.
It's a team sport, bro.
But he should have kicked the... Mate, he had 3 other opportunities that he could have kicked 10.
And he did say that.
Yes.
He actually said it.
The one out in front, he should have... Mate, he nailed the one from the boundary. It's 30 out in front. You think, oh, here we go.
Oh, well. Stuff it.
So.
Well, Bananas are also some of the Carlton supporters who are actually complaining about dirt and fucking jumping in front and that. Like, seriously, no one gives a shit. Can I give one more?
Yep.
All right, let's have a look at this.
Did you have a membership to go to the game? Did you have a ticket to go to the game?
No, I didn't want to go to the game because
could have given it to
me.
Did you have a membership to give it? Like you could have given it to me. Did you have a membership to go?
Why would I give it to you who doesn't appreciate?
Did you have a membership to go?
I gave it to my son and my nephew.
All right. So
Hey, listen,
He's got the Maltese Terrier membership.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Have you got a Legends membership? You said you showed it to us. Have you got a Legends membership?
No, I don't.
You don't. You've got no membership?
I've got a membership, but I haven't got a Legends
All right,
membership.
so which Legends membership have you got? Because there's 7. Which one have you got?
The Maltese Terrier one, the fit one.
There are 7 different Legends memberships. Which one have you got, Manny?
No, I haven't got a Legends membership.
Yes, you did, because that's the one you showed us.
Well, there you go. So, there you go.
So which legend is it? Which legend is it? Which legend is it? There's 7 types of legend membership. Which one is it?
Listen, can I first and foremost
I'm going to give you one more chance, Manny, to tell me the truth, and then I'm telling you, don't poke the bear. Have you got a membership, yes or no?
No, I haven't.
All right, good. I'm glad you're honest, because I was about to burn you so bad.
So he doesn't have a membership. The worst kept secret of Forever Rivals has finally been revealed.
I didn't give it to him for not... He doesn't get the banana for not being a member. He gets a banana for backing down. I would have fucking died.
On your sword.
And I would not have told anyone that I didn't have a membership.
As Wayne Carey said, deny.
100% all the way, man. So you get a banana for giving up. I can't believe I made him collapse that quickly.
You know what's going to happen now?
What?
He's going to get a membership.
Yeah, well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
I told him to get one. Because he goes, oh, what's the use of getting a membership when you don't go to a lot of games? And I said, but you've got that fucking shit membership where you don't even have to go to games. You can just support the team.
Yeah.
Why don't you get one of them? Anyway, we love Manny. No, we do. He's a star.
I love him.
He's a star. He loves himself.
Yeah.
Can't
get on.
I love when he said, yeah.
Do you know when we
paper.
first started the show, I seen him like the day after, the first episode. And I went in there and I go, man, he's going, oh, yeah, no, you having a good time? Yeah. And I go, and he goes, you know, with the percentage you get off snits, he goes, do I have to pay it since do I still get it since I'm the star of the show?
Oh, God, he's sick.
Typical Greg.
He's sick.
He loves it.
Greg.
He loves it.
Looking for a discount.
All right, this is our favourite.
Ma di che cazzo stai a parlare? Ma di che cazzo stai a parlare a te? Che bello! Ma che cazzo sta a fare? Ma che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo so?
Ragazzi, due. 3, 2, 1.
Ma che cazzo!
What do you got for us this week?
I just call this one here one of the great men of our world. And I call this one Stop Being a Girly Man.
This one.
Poor baby. I feel so sorry for you that you forgot your headphone. Stop being a girly man and work out. I don't have enough time. Which of course is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. Because we have 24 hours a day. And you don't have time for working out. You're not having time for taking care of your body. Are you out of your mind? You don't have time? Manage your time better, okay? The gym is too busy. Well, then go at 5 in the morning, you forehead, okay? Have you ever seen the gym at 5 in the morning? There's almost no one there. So just get up early and go to the gym early.
I remember his speech he did when he became... he ran for What did he run
Florida.
for? The governor of California.
California.
The governor of California. And he was like, they were talking about economy and the revenue that was being raised. And he goes, to those, what did he say? He goes, and to those people who are so pessimistic about our economy, I say, don't be economic girly man. And everybody, yeah! Like, how stupid. How bloody dumb.
Oh, I love it, mate.
It's the dumbest thing of it. Like, everyone just, yeah!
Don't be a girly man. That's it. It's simple.
And it explains what
I reckon that should be the new motto. Don't be a girly man.
And then everybody, I think, has come out after and then clipped it saying, we've got to cancel Arnold now and he has to apologise for this.
I reckon he's a great man. I don't care what anyone says. He's one of the greatest
Arnie's
men
one of the goats.
Of history.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You'd be happy to do one of those things he done.
Oh, yeah.
He done everything. As Bill Burr once said, became governor of a state he can't even pronounce.
California.
He became the biggest blockbuster hero.
Oh, yeah. He couldn't even speak
And he can't
English.
put two words together.
Yeah. What about when he was like walking through like the crowd and all that and someone threw an egg at him and like they asked him, what did you have something to say about the person who threw an egg at you, blah, blah, blah. He goes, this person, really didn't think. He goes, because I need some bacon with the egg.
He's like a star, man. He's a star.
Then he goes, because this is what America's all about.
That's it. No, he's a star, man. He married the bloody Kennedy.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. And then decided he'd have a kid with the cleaner or something.
Right. But again, I don't want to still be Bill Burr, but he goes, the bloke was, he was like the Mr. Universe. He become the biggest Hollywood star. He marries a Kennedy. He becomes senator of California. No wonder. Of course he thinks he can sleep with the bloody maid. Mate, he's been hitting nothing but net for the last 20 years. Anyway, I just called this one A Simpler Time.
Okay.
The first game I have here is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which was actually designed by Michael himself. The important thing was really trying to make this animation-like quality, cartoon-like quality in a video game, not small moving characters. Show you what we've been able to do, and really, first of all, it's a new genre of video game, dance video games, or a music video come to life. We put the quarter in and we start off here in the video game.
Michael.
More detail, faster motion, better music, all of the above.
And first of all, you have real digitized voices. Michael's here is trying to save these kids who've been kidnapped. Listen to one of the girls. There she says, Michael. It's an actual digitized voice in the game. Michael's moves. First of all, the characters are much, much bigger, much more highly detailed in terms of the types of things that you can go and do. Look at the backgrounds, very, very detailed.
And of course, you really do recognize the personality of it. You didn't tell me who that was. I could recognize that's Michael Jackson.
It's not hard to tell that that's Michael. But all the fun things that you can go and do. One of the things that we've done in one of our commercials is really take Michael's videos and put Michael videos together with the game to show how realistic they are. Look at this guy here taunting Michael with the pool cue. You know he's bad and he's after him. You can't do that on an 8-bit system.
In terms of pricing, what's the console cost and what are the cartridges costing?
The cartridges are $49.95 on average. The Genesis system here costs $189.95.
Sega, very simple. Hey, listen, I just called this one. Knows when how bad they are? You might as well eat.
Oh, God. Man, them dying and he's eating, what's he eating? Corn.
That's terrible.
Deary me.
Oh, God.
Dead.
Dead food blood.
Hey, do you love rally driving?
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Sebastian Loeb.
Yeah.
I just called this Sammy. Sammy, what are you doing?
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Fast, sharp right. Fast, sharp right. Sharp right. Sharp right. Listen. Sammy, you have to listen to my call, Sammy. Please, I beg you. Fast, medium right. You have to turn the wheel, Sammy. 40 left. Fast, medium left. 50, downhill, triple caution. Triple caution, stay center. Triple caution, stay center. Medium left. Medium left. Medium left.
You're going to kill someone, this driver.
Left into sharp left. You're not concentrating, Sammy. You're watching out the driving.
So he's making the calls pretty late.
Double caution jump. Sammy, please. Sammy. Fast, medium right. Listen to the call. Sammy, please listen to the call.
Indiani.
Sharp left. Sammy, you have to stay on road, Sammy. Otherwise, car will wreck.
Oh my God.
Sammy, you will wreck the car. We will not finish. You have to stay on road, Sammy, please. Oh, fuck. Sammy, what are you doing, man? Fucking
Where's he gone? He's gone off the
Can you please
road.
concentrate? Please,
gone off the
I
path.
beg you. We are wrecking the car.
Breaking the car.
Wow.
Sammy, you are wrecking the
Fucking
car.
GTA.
Sammy, what are you doing, my friend?
What are you doing, my friend?
What are you doing, my friend?
Wow.
Mate, that would be not only for the driver, but that what's he called? The bloke who calls?
I don't know. No,
The director.
I don't know what they
He's like a navigator.
Yeah.
But mate, because he's got it. Because I've played.
Instructor?
You've played the game where you do the same and the instructions come up. You know, so yeah, all right, that's
He's
pretty
made
good.
the calls late. Jeez.
I reckon he's been making them, and then those last ones are like a last
He's,
ditch effort.
he's made the call as he's into
done.
the turn.
Yeah, he's done.
God.
Hey,
He's fearing for his life at that point.
you can teach a dog new tricks.
An old dog, new tricks. Okay.
Oh, poor doggy.
He's faking it.
Yeah.
I look at him. I look at him.
Mate, how good is that?
I look at him.
Brilliant.
I want to try hot dog.
Brilliant.
All right, this one here, I think we're just going to call this. Everyone wants to be Italian, don't they?
Mate,
Let's have a look.
everyone wants to be Italian.
These are funny guys. They do.
Everybody wants to be Italian. Oh, they're good, these guys.
American slang words.
You know what a
Yeah.
shotgun
What is it, growing up Italian?
Shotgun.
That's what it is.
It's like when I'm trying to sit up front in a car, I'm like shotgun.
Like a little busy, you know, like
He's a big,
drunk,
big
you know,
boy.
Use Shanghai in a sentence now.
Oh man,
last night I went out. I got some fucking Shanghai.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Right?
10 out of 10.
Ubats.
Italian's like Sicilian or Austrian.
I live
Thick
mine.
eyebrow.
Yeah. There was two crackheads running around in front of my house today. Fucking umbats. Fucking umbats.
2 for 2, bro.
That's right.
Scustamal.
He not good manners. Not good manners. Yeah. No manners.
Yeah, my sister was dating this guy. He came over and was talking shit to my mom with a fucking scustamal.
That's what my mother calls my brother.
Yes, Gustavo.
In English, I saw it.
You came over and was talking shit about my car. You know what I said? Oh, my sound.
I saw it. Bicho.
Biche.
Bicho deal.
Biche deal, huh?
Yeah, you know what that means, right?
No.
Biche deals, yo.
Biche deal.
Bicho deal.
Yeah.
Bicho deal.
Biche deal.
Bicho deal.
It's your little thing. Oh, yeah. Well, you know.
Bicho deal.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
When someone's lazy, doesn't do shit. Oh, look at this fucking baklava. I say baklava.
He's a
like a standing up
mate.
baklava.
I thought when I went to that Greek restaurant, I got baklava.
That's baklava.
My favourite is assorted. My dad uses that all the time. All
How
the
good
time.
is that?
Assorted.
Baklava. Yeah, bloody baklava.
Another one of my favourites, amamata.
Yeah, mamada. I like rimbambini.
I've learned to swear when I do the football in Italian so no one understands.
Except for the Italians.
And they laugh, so... Because they get
Your
it.
bloody rimbambino.
I like a minchiata.
Una minchiata's a beautiful
una
one.
minchiata. That's what my mum says.
Una gulata.
Babbo.
Yeah.
Babbo.
Yeah.
Man, we just do it. We love it. All right, that was Ma Cazzo. You know who's not a rimbambino?
Who? Schnitz.
The Three Musketeers of Deliciousness. I like it. What about this one here? This is our favourite because this is all about us, man. The Mediterranean.
Well, it's there.
stuff.
We got it here.
We got it right here. The Mediterranean beauty.
Mediterranean. Now, when you say Mediterranean, do you think automatically Italy?
Yeah. What else? Yeah, of course, you have to.
Our food's the best, isn't it?
European.
I think so. I think it's the most
Universally
around the
accepted.
world. Yeah. So of course we like Greek, we like this, we like that, but at the end of the day, like universally accepted is the Italian food, and it's the simplest food, but the most tastiest.
Less is best,
mate. They could make a good meal out of dirt.
Yeah, minestrone.
Or the minestrone.
Exactly.
I still love the bruschetta. That's the best.
Bruschetta's amazing.
How much they cost now?
$28
for like 3 of those.
Probably
little
like 40
shit.
now because you live in
They're
Australia.
shit.
Yeah.
That was our junk that my dad
the
didn't want to throw
garbage.
away.
See?
The bread used to
Straight
get like that
garbage, yeah.
hard. If he threw it at you, it'd kill you.
Yeah.
Like that's how hard the
It's
bread
called
got.
cucina povera.
Povera, yeah.
It is, yeah.
Poor cooking.
Yeah.
Then put a bit of oil to soften up the bread. And the
tastes
polenta, that's another one. That's
I love a polenta with the
Do you?
sauce. With the sauce. I love polenta.
You don't like polenta?
Fuck, remember Nonno? You always used to make the polenta.
You don't like
that was
polenta?
Nonno's
Tastes
thing. Nonno is always the cook. But Nonno when
Don't
he
get
was
me wrong,
alive,
with the right
Nonno,
sauce and that, it's not bad.
You like
Nonno,
polenta?
he would always do the polenta.
So you strike me as a type to eat tripe.
I love
I
tripa.
fucking knew it.
The stomach lining.
Oh, the best.
I knew he would tripe. I knew you
Best,
would.
mate.
Nah,
You would have eaten that as a kid.
Oh, always.
Yeah, I knew it. I
My
knew
kids
it.
love it. Missus loves
It's worse than
it.
our
We
boys
always
inside
buy it.
50.
Heaps. Huh?
Three.
No,
It's
it's
worse than
not.
our boys inside 50.
No, it's not.
It's
Someone who
bad.
doesn't eat fucking fruit, I wouldn't be talking, mate, because I won't trust your taste buds at all. But I'm telling you now,
Well, I
I
did say Italian
I love
food's the
a
best in
trip.
the world. So
you can say it like that. A trip.
A tripe.
A trip. That's nothing. Now you get it. It's all clean and that, right?
Yeah, I know. Back then you had to do it yourself, and yeah.
Mate, the mum used to wash
And
it,
it's a
scrub
smell
it.
of like, it's
so
a certain smell.
Merdoso.
Hey, there's a lot of food.
He would have
Tell you,
eaten,
mate,
he
Italian
would have
food.
eaten pig's brain as well.
Italian food.
Or lambs. Is it lambs?
Yeah,
The
they-
one thing I can do, blood pudding.
And
That
then
I
he
can
talks
do.
about the trip, and he's
No,
got
no.
like he eats the blood pudding.
I know. Well,
Like
Like
say,
Italians don't make blood pudding.
bloody oath.
yeah, they do. They
An
do.
oath, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
oath.
Yeah.
Pudding.
Yeah.
I've never
Tino
I've
does
never
it.
had-
What's her name? Ziatina.
Yeah.
Sina
I've
does
never
it.
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. And you know, like the brains and all that, I've eaten them, but I'm not a big internal, you know, like I'll eat the lining, but I won't eat,
Offal. Is it called offal? Yeah, offal.
well, I won't eat like liver,
Haggis. What's haggis?
heart.
Is haggis hard? What's haggis?
Haggis is just like they get the merda that's left over, they make some sort of bloody, it's like hot dogs. They're all the,
Oh, have you
they're all
seen
the
like the
tongues
vision of
and
what the
ass.
hot
I don't mind tongue. Beef tongue.
What do you reckon?
I don't
When
mind
you eat
beef-
a hot dog, what do you
I don't
reckon
mind
you're
beef
eating?
tongue.
Huh?
Beef tongue's alright.
When they make the hot dogs, they're all the lips and the assholes of what's left over.
The assholes.
What do you reckon they got? The lips.
Just everything.
Everything
The
that's left
leftover,
over.
they mush it up.
They mush it all up. They make a
Beautiful.
beautiful hot dog, man. You pay $8 for it.
Beautiful. The Don hot dog at the footy.
Oh yeah.
They're
You gotta
getting
line up
smaller,
half an
mate.
hour for it.
You reckon
and
they
then you got to pay for the sauce too.
I've seen them. Mate. They got them small. They're like this big now.
No.
It's like a cake.
Nah, it's bad. Like the bread's like that, and they're like this little bloody hot dog, and it's dry because they're using now dry assholes.
Can't remember.
Bleached. Fuck, where is this convo going?
I don't know.
Anyway, we won by 108 points. So
Fucking hell.
let's go to this next segment.
Oh, let's go.
Fucking hell.
Ah, dearie me.
Talk about lips and assholes.
Fucking hell.
Balls,
Fuck,
go.
that's a fine introduction.
I've done a few.
Might host the overnights like that now. God almighty. Well, this
Started off
with your lips and assholes and this and that.
cut. We did have 3 moments which we spoke about before that I want to call in the game. Now, I did tweet that no one really paid homage to the great Rex Hunt during the call.
Why do it?
Well, we had
10, 9,
we had the
69,
trifecta. We had the
11,
trifecta
11,
of
Oh
scores.
yeah, no, you're right too. Yes.
So we had Walsh caresses a ball to Charlie Curnow in the pocket, and Charlie Curnow marks it. He'll kick it from the right half forward flank towards a Carlton cheer squad into the ground. And Curnow has kicked a long, long goal. And Carlton goes to 8856 runner. So that was one, and then we got it. At this is how sadistic I am, right? As I was watching the game, I said, we got to, what did we get to? We got to 9862.
Yeah, you hopefully kick a point.
Come on, kick a point. Kick a point.
Yeah.
Please kick a point. Just please kick a point. Got the point. 9-9. Oh, come on. Please kick a goal. Please kick a goal. Charlie Curnow to get Carlton to 10-9, 69, lemon chicken. And as the great Rex Hunt would say, his dream has come true at the chow shop. We got a double lemon chicken in the St Kilda game and the Carlton game. Goodness gracious me. And then to top it all off, Charlie Curnow kicks a long goal and gets us to 11-11-77. Lord Nelson.
Hit your post.
Wagons. Ho! Fuck, I love Rexy.
Yeah.
I love Rex Hunt.
I know he's on a calm, man. Wouldn't it be great to get a Rexy bloke?
Unreal.
Mate, he's very sick at the moment.
Yeah.
Fuck, what a caller.
The best.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I loved about Rex Hunt?
What did you love? What did you love about Rex Hunt?
When there was a goal that was going to be kicked on the run, he'd call the goal before it was kicked.
Oh, yeah.
And as he goes, and he did it beautifully when Bontempelli kicked that goal against GWS in 2016 to get them into the grand final.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bontempelli runs in, lines up and kicks a goal. Yeah! He'd do it before the goal went in, so the reaction that you heard was the crowd, not him.
Yeah.
And he invariably, I can't remember him ever getting it wrong. Ever.
Yeah, nah.
Always get a spot on.
So entertaining, man.
One of the best.
We got 3 of them. And we got 2 in the same game at the same time.
Yeah.
St Kilda were 10-9, 69 lemon chicken, and Port was 11-11, 77 Lord Nelson. Exactly the same time.
That's sick.
Yep. And then when you get a 10-9, 69 exactly the same on the scoreboard, it's a double lemon chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
Go
get
down to the
finishes on
Chinese
that.
shop.
Yep. Double lemon chicken.
All right, that's praise.
So that's Paul's
Is that
call.
homage? Plays homage? What is
Homage.
Paid
Homage?
homage. Paid homage.
Homage.
Yeah.
Always add an extra
Paid
letter
homage.
here and there.
Potato, whatever they say.
Tomato.
Homage.
So yeah,
They're
that's
great,
that.
man. I like it. All right. Paul's cool. All right, we're coming to the end of the show. Instagram, TikTok, like, share, sub. Everyone, get on. Click the button. Make sure we get to 150 likes this one. We've been getting some good numbers, man. So we thank everyone for
the numbers. God, they're huge.
Get to 108 before the live show, because 108 points.
Let's do it. No, well,
we
it's
don't
at the
want
end
it
of
to
the
stop.
show.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah. We need to get to 108 members.
Yeah, well played.
108 members.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be tough.
We don't want it to stop there though.
No, we don't.
Add a few more zeros.
Blue Sunday. 8 p.m. Sunday.
Yep.
Make sure you catch up. I'm telling you, it's a new
Peter Brown and Joe Lutzer.
Lo Lutzer from Bangkok, and we got forever rivals, legends. Yeah, make sure you catch up with. I'm telling you, Vinny Cottogio, one of the greats. Stitz Marino Brothers, Top Dog Liquor, North Seafood Bar. We thank them all.
Yep.
Make sure you get onto those memberships. But they do help.
Please
And
do.
you saw what happened, because now
We've got a whole lot of Greeks that are coming in.
we're going to be having one sitting
It's
right there.
actually going to be Italy versus Greece
It will
in the
be.
kickoff.
Oh, will be too. Fuck, man. But they got someone.
As I've said, mate, it doesn't. Our food's better. So
Yeah.
we've already won,
Yeah, that's true.
and I'm going to win
Everything's
the kicking comp,
better.
so we've already won.
Against Ange.
Yeah, mate, I'll thrash him. And I'm telling you, mate, my kick is huge. I'm telling you.
You know when he gets that confident?
I've got a massive kick. I do.
Was that the Adelaide confidence coming out? You got a huge kick, have you?
I do. I swear, I seriously do.
No, we're going to see it. It'll be on camera.
Bloody oath it will be.
Pull his fucking Abby.
Nah, I won't put me at me. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, comment.
Yeah,
Have we got comments, by the way?
No, we're doing
them right now, but we're just going to go into Bangkok Joe.
Good morning, Jumper Punch viewers. This is Bangkok Joe. Welcome to Bangkok. It's 7 a.m. It's 32 degrees. What should we do? Let's go for a walk in Bangkok's latest park. It's actually a swampland and it used to be part of the tobacco company. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, so the best way to see this is through what they've called is this skywalk. There's no bike riding, so let's go. Green Mile river, trying to look out for a water lizard for you. Okay, so on the walk home we walk along this clong. Now a clong is sort of a river, but as I told you last week, Bangkok is known as the Venice of the East, and these clongs are everywhere. And look, people actually live in those houses on stilts. Okay, hopefully we might see a water monitor lizard, one of those big things that look like a crocodile, but let's keep an eye out for it. Okay, so after an hour of walking, I'm back to where I started, the dog park sign. Yeah, so that's Benji Kitty Park and the swamp, and now it's time for a nice cup of hot coffee. Okay, so welcome back. I'm here with Keith. Say hello, Keith.
Hi there, Joe.
Say hello to Rocco.
Oh, Rocco.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, so as I said before, I'm coming for a coffee. We're still waiting for the other idiots, such as, and Rocco will know them, Andy, Remy. So yeah, so enjoy your weekend. Today's the day of the football. I won't know the result yet. Hopefully you'll know the result by this. We're playing West Coast. So until then, go Blues. Come on, Keith, go Blues.
Go Blues.
There you go. All the way from England. Bye.
All right, there he goes, man, showing us. That's one of the park. He just lived on.
Keith.
And that was Keith at the end. Good old English fella there. Go Blues. Good old Keith, mate. They have a good time there. So, brought to you by Retired Working For You. And as you can see, Retired Working For You there. So, yeah, so make sure you catch Blue Sunday with Joe. All right, let's have a look at some viewers here.
Matula. Oh, there you go.
Guess what?
She won the comp and now she's the first comment. Another superb interview, guys. Thoroughly enjoyed it. He was robbed of Mark of the Year, Andrew Walker.
Of course.
Yeah. Yep. Jimmy R, another winner of the comp. Here we go.
God.
Hurts
Like
to remember how
up.
close we were to achieving the big one and how the board stuffed it all up. Feels like history is repeating itself.
That's 2011.
I hope not. Mal Tomlinson, Mark of the Year by a country mile. The eventual winner was nowhere near this incredible leap. Cracker!
It was a
Cracker's
cracker.
Cracker's mark was pretty good.
He ended up
was
outside Marvel.
Yeah.
It was good, but there is no way that was better than Thing, man. In far, like, just the way the spectacle. Mate, I know he got a right. No, that was right.
Cracker! Seba, here we go. Hey guys, great show again. Love all the work. Love hearing Browns take on the Blues. Not one this he has said all year. I have disagreed. What?
Not one bad word, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
Not one thing he has said this or
not one thing he has said all year. I have disagreed with. Yeah,
okay, there you go.
I think I wrote that.
Actual, you're rubbing off.
Chicho, love the show, guys. I've ditched AFL 360 and all those shit shows. It's you and Ray on my TV. From Chicho.
That's going to be the comment of the bloody year.
That's comment of the week.
I love it, man.
Byron Issa, boys, we definitely need hoodwinked hoodies. They will be the best selling Carlton merch. Please organise.
Next loss.
Yeah.
Please organise.
Yeah,
God, I can't read today. My hay fever's killing me. Jimmy Arhida. Paolo, can you stop shaking your foot? What? Can you stop shaking your foot? Put it on the floor. It's annoying. Well, don't look at my foot.
I guess because it's in the shot.
Oh, fuck, don't look at my foot.
Because I've been watching you do move your foot.
Was I doing it today?
Yeah, you kind of like jiggle.
For fuck's sake,
Yeah.
alright.
I know he does.
Dynamic hypnotic, least we forget.
I did. I think I did.
What?
Correct yourself.
Yeah, I did say. And then
I
said,
forgot my
Yeah.
Collingwood and Essendon emojis in the honour of the great game. Pills and syringe. Fucking hell.
Very nice, very nice, very nice.
I love it. Lest we forget. Alright, we're done.
We aren't done. We are done like a dinner.
Yep, I need to go.
You do need to go. You got a big show on tonight.
Yep. Go Fulham.
Go Fulham.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
playing Man City. We need them to win. Anyway. Good
all
show,
right, guys.
gents. Great stuff.
Everyone, make sure.
Schnitz, Top Doc Liquor, Seafood, North Seafood Bar and Grill. Who else sponsors us?
Merino Bros.
Merino Bro. Become a member.
Thank you to all the viewers as well, and all the.
It's been good, man. I hope everyone's been enjoying it. I'm sure they are.
Can you stop shaking your foot?
You know that's come up 2 weeks in a row.
Who came up with it before?
It was also the week before. Someone else said, or it could have been the same person, or someone else that said, "Oh, you shake your foot a lot," and I'm like, all right. And then they come up again. I thought I got to put it up.
Some viewers will be
now he's going to be stressed out.
Whatever.
And some viewers might be annoyed this week. I opted for the Red Bull.
Oh yeah, where's the penny?
I noticed that.
I'll bring it next week.
Gotta get
I'll
your
have
phone.
8 on.
Gonna have 8.
Shaking by
If
the
we
end of
win,
this.
how many are gonna have?
That's a lot, man. 8.
Nah, it's 8 a lot. You won't sleep on it.
Oh, fuck it. We'll just go for it.
No, you can't have 8.
What? How? Like Petty Max?
Yeah.
We'll have minimum 5.
No, the 5 in one sitting.
Yeah, well, we're here for 8 hours anyway, so fuck it.
No, we'll do that. All right. Everyone get down.
We'll see. Congratulations to the winners.
Yes, so what we're going to do is, I'm sure you're listening, send us an email. If not, we'll get in contact with you and we'll work out days for you to come on and for the kicking comp.
Correct.
And we'll get it all done. And make sure everyone else become a member, because that could be you.
It could be you.
Become a member, you filthy animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, become a member. All right, guys, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Go Blues.
I just think if you're in your life and you don't have something that you're passionate about, I mean, and I don't mean that in a cliche way. If there's not something where you wake up every day and there's nothing in your life that you're excited to do, man, you need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Because if all you're doing is just grinding it out, you get up every day, go to a job you don't like, do tasks you don't care to do, and come home to a home you don't want to come home to, and wait to get up and do it again the next day, you're burning daylight. What the hell existence is that?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Find something. I don't care if it's gardening or music or art or athletics or something. Find something you're excited about.